my God, I am so glad he's here.
We're live. It is 3:11 Central Standard, 9:11 BST. I don't know what it is in the Netherlands. That's probably 11:11.
No, it's
11:11.
No, 22:12.
So
12 minutes plus 12 minutes plus 10.
They are an hour in front of us.
Okay, so it's across the podcast. Best podcast
It's an hour ahead of Roger.
Sam and Matt, and I'm just going to talk right over Matt because they're talking about the time. I don't care. We're live. It is Sunday, the 16th of May, 2021. We're all here. We've got Roger, Chip, not getter for Jermaine.
Show off.
We got Jermaine, the non-receiver of said chips, on the show today. How you doing, gentlemen? Welcome on a nice, hopefully decent Sunday for you, gentlemen. How's it going?
Go on, Jermaine, you go first. You go first. Go on.
I was waiting.
Wow, don't all speak at once.
Oh, okay, then I shall stop.
This is going to be a good show.
What you looking
like? What's
the
the pimp dance? How does a pimp dance? Sort of like
how does a pimp dance?
Basically, Roger dancing is a pimp dance.
Well, it's funny because
look at his background.
It's a great question for this show.
Room.
Right. So we're not even in like 3 minutes. We're talking about how does a pimp dance?
If you go
Roger has a hooker room.
If you go this way, this is the blue section, and if you go this way, this is the red section. This is the area you got to be careful with, the red side. It's like Amsterdam side over here, and a bit more kind of something else going on.
A blue Amsterdam section. I don't know.
Everybody's like, what?
Yes, I am.
Right. So yes, Roger and
this is the only reason we brought you on the show, Roger, is to roast the shit out of you now. The chat's already started. Nobody's yet. No, we haven't even mentioned chips, and they're already on you. Chip.
We haven't even mentioned how long it took him to get here.
Simon says, Roger, the chip denier.
Well, does he deny that they exist? Or is he just denied Jermaine the access to get the chips?
In my defense, right, when I sent Joe the date for you two to come on, we did include Buckingham Palace and fish and chips in the background of the graphic. So, we might have had a hand in it.
I quite enjoyed that graphic. I did find that quite
by the way,
amusing.
Joe is in the chat. Thank you for that, Joe.
Joe always do a great job with the graphics. He did a good job. That was not with input from us. We did not put him up to the Chip Buckingham Palace graphic. That was just him on his own.
I can believe that.
Well, I did.
That
wasn't me.
No, that was all me. No.
Okay. So
that was all me. I'd said fish and chips. I said fish and chips, to be fair. The chip shop was me. Buckingham Palace was all him. The gates of Buckingham Palace was all him, yeah. So.
Simon and Aditya. So yeah, it's all good. So
I tell you what,
make the lights red.
Ronald's in the chat on his.
I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Let's make the lights red. Come on, let's just do it for a laugh. Let's have a.
Oh yeah, go on.
The problem is they're all controlled differently, so I can't do them all, but I can do where I'm sat. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on.
He's flexing his Mi 11, by the way. Just so you know.
And no, he's flexing his Mi 11, his office, his setup, and his lights all at the same time.
Right, and his pimp dance.
Oh, and his
pimp,
and his RGB headset as well.
Whoa.
Okay.
You know what you look like? You look like you had a roast beef sandwich, and they put you on the rack, and they're waiting with the heat lamps at the fast food place.
Roger looks like he belongs in the window of a certain club.
Right.
Yeah, that's what someone said. Red House.
Yeah.
Red House, sorry.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be on there for 15 minutes, and they're going to have to throw him in the bin because, it's like the sandwiches, like pre-made sandwiches on the, do they have that where you have to, in fast food places, do they have like where they make sandwiches to order, or do they make them where they put some like basic stuff that's going to sell in the bin and you got like 15 minutes to buy? Do they do that in the UK when it comes to like fast food places? Do they have like pre-made sandwiches kind of ready to go, or is everything to order?
You can do both.
Some stuff like McDonald's. I think I don't know exactly how long it is. They have like half an hour shelf life, and if it's not sold, they have to throw it. I know that, but I'm not sure. Like Subway make it fresh, don't they? They don't have them ready made.
Subway is fresh.
That would be impossible because everyone is different.
We say Subway is fresh with massive quotation.
Well, that's fresh. But if you go to a fish and chip shop, then they do have some things already cooked, but some things they will have to cook fresh for you, like a spring roll. I don't.
Yes, Roger. And that Ronald making the comment. So I'm in my office because my daughter's visiting a friend and maybe moving there. Who knows? So I've taken over the room that I recently painted, by the way. So yeah, I'm back in my.
It's a nice office, Sam. Nice office.
Well, it's really a bedroom at this point because I'm afraid if I move all the stuff out of it and move my stuff in, then my daughter will come back.
Again,
I don't want to play all that stuff. It's just too much of a hassle.
No, but like I said, half the room. Like, make half the room for you and make half the room for her if she comes back.
I did like Jermaine's idea where he's like, when she comes back, it's half the room. And then if you come back, it's like half of that half. And then until she's like standing up against the wall. She's just like NASA. She's like, she's on a space station. She's like
going to
sleeping in a bag that's nailed to the wall. She's going to sleep in that. So who knows? I do miss Matt's wallpaper. Also, by the way, Simon's missing your wallpaper. It's on the other side of the room. So it's up, but on the other side.
It's over there.
So, Mi 11. How's that been going? Now, Roger, is that your daily driver, the Mi 11, or what's the scoop with that?
That is now I'm thinking about making a video about the Mi 11. I've gone from the iPhone 11 Pro Max as my daily driver. So, I mean, I've used other handsets in between for a couple of weeks. I've used, yeah. So I've used, I'll tell you all about it. But I've used basically other handsets in between because I've used the Poco, I've used the Redmi Note 10 Pro, I've used the Redmi Note 9T. I've gone through quite a few different handsets over the last few weeks. At the moment, I've now changed to the Mi 11. Okay. But how long that stays my daily driver, that will be the question. At the moment, because I have to use these handsets. I can't review something if I haven't used it. I've got to use it for at least a couple of weeks, and then I can put out some content on it to tell people what I think. I don't know. I know some guys do like an unboxing. Maybe they've had the handset for a day or a couple of days. That's fine. But when it comes to a review, I think like you do need to use it. You can't put exactly. You can't put a review out if you haven't used the thing. So at the moment I'm on that handset. But yeah, I'll probably end up going back to the iPhone, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a good. The Mi 11. Yeah, well, possibly.
Wait, great, awesome guests.
Yeah, well, I was.
On what show? What show are you talking about?
This show. Well, first of all, Joe's got 900 followers on his Instagram. So if you aren't following that, his photography, and he's the monochrome and the Joe Hickey. So follow both.
Get him to the 1K.
Yeah, get him to 1K because it's good stuff. He takes really good photographs. He's really good at that kind of stuff. And I agree with Tech for Your Needs. We do have awesome guests today, even though Matt might.
I don't know. I don't know where they are.
They're here. They're right with us. So it's all good. So, well, interesting. So, Jermaine, I didn't see you messing with the phone either pre-show or currently. What are you currently like using and or testing, or where are you at right now with the phones?
So the main one is the Mi 11 Ultra.
Shut up. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I like the white. I like the white. Again? Okay. That white
Go
sharp.
away.
It's got like that panda.
I have something that's black and white also.
I requested the white.
Yeah,
because
it's not. There's no beyond in this.
It's ceramic, so if it's black, it's going to turn out to something like this, and it's just going to leave a lot of marks on it. Look, it's hard. It's going to leave a lot of marks on it with the ceramic.
Hey,
and this is
it's the mirror phone.
Yeah. How did you say it again, Roger, with the fingerprints?
Well, I basically said it's fine if you work at the local police station in the forensic department, then that's fine.
Right.
But apart from that...
Perfect opportunity. If you don't like that, grab a skin from our channel sponsor.
Very true.
That's right. If you don't like it, it's Dream Skins.
That way.
No, it's
way over there. I can't normally point to it because I got to point all the way past Jermaine. But you see it. Extreme Skins. Get one. They have new stuff all the time. They're pretty reasonable as far as price.
And they've just done all the new Xiaomi, the new Pocos, and everything else.
One thing I'll say is they're quite quick to get the skins ready for the handsets.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They and even when they ship stuff to the United States, they're really pretty prompt. They don't mess around. They're pretty quick. Yeah, so ExtremeSims.co.uk. Go get you some. There's always deals. Look it up. Check and see if they got a handset for you. I'm still waiting on the Duo. I think they're still hopefully working on that. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I haven't heard anything, so we'll see. Maybe
they are. But there's been a lot of releases, and the Microsoft Duo obviously is not the highest priority skin to get out because the Xiaomis, the Pocos, the Sonys that are coming, all these are going to sell more, so they get priority. Remember, they're only a small team, so they had, like, with all these new releases, the priority phones get done first. So they are working on it, but it's at the bottom of the list because it's not going to be a massive seller.
Right. I get that. It's okay, but
That's
I do.
fair.
It's just business, isn't it? It's just what it is.
Right. So, and then,
Yeah,
but
that
everybody,
makes sense.
if nobody's been paying attention, if you just heard, the Duo can be got now for $699, and you get some LG Tone earbuds with it. So, if you happen to check it out, I think there's a couple of websites that are selling it for $699. I've heard it's even the 128 gig is $599. So, hey, man. So I want to hear all those people that said, "Man, I would have picked it up for $600." Well, here you go.
Do you know how much it is here? Still $13.99.
Yeah. Well, again.
Yeah, and there's none that you won't find any secondhand because ain't no one bought one.
Right. So you can get one. So I'm just saying, and I still have mine. So I noticed that I think Rolando picked up one recently, so he's going to check it out.
I saw that, yeah.
And also my man Jay Williams is also just picked up again because he had one before and he got rid of it. So he's going to check it out. And of course, I still have mine. So it's good.
Go away.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
He's even got a fucking. Hey, I've just noticed he's even got a light at the end of his mic.
I know because he's cool.
This dude's just RGB everything.
Right up there.
There's lights everywhere.
And I'll show off my. This is what I have.
A hand?
Fucking nothing. There we go.
A whole bag of nothing.
A whole bag of jack fucking shit.
Although you may be getting your ROG 5 Ultimate Extreme Pro
nice.
Super.
Yeah, well, that's if ASUS don't like all of a sudden go. I'll go on the website and it'll just say June 21. I'm like, fuck. Because it says May 21, but we're halfway through May and they ain't said shit. So
maybe the end of May. Got a couple of weeks. Maybe they get.
No,
lucky.
I've just got a feeling that they're just gonna, because it's the Ultimate and they've already announced and done the big hoo-ha for the 5. It's just gonna appear on the website. Just one day it'll just there. There you are.
And
I just saw a really
yes, I know, right? This stupid Pixel does like front camera is just dumb as shit. So there we are.
Right.
I've just noticed, Jermaine, you have like a hot air balloon in your room there. What is that?
My white wall looks fucking orange.
A hot air balloon.
I'm joking. I know that's your light. I'm joking.
I know that's your head. Wait, what?
No. I do like the whatever is on the wall all the way to the back. It's got some lights on it. Looks like a little shelf kind of thing going on. That's kind of nice.
But it's just white. It should be like blue, purple. You know, it has some RGB going on. Jermaine, I'm going to send you some RGB lights. All right. Next time we want to see some nice colors on that wall.
Right.
Wait.
Whoa.
Stand
Stand by.
by. Stand by. Okay, one went off.
Oh my God! Don't do that ever again. It's fantastically annoying. Good job. Way to go.
Mine aren't so bright though, as you can see.
Right. I think he's working on something.
Well, you can see my background is changing a little bit.
It's a little lighter, yeah. The white's a lot more straight. Yeah.
What did you do? Jermaine's got
we don't have guns, Sam. So this is my burglar whacking stick.
Look at it. It's getting a little kind of a bluish purple kind of hair. Oh, see? Oh, look at that. You gave us a finger to wait a minute. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Uh-oh.
RGB image of Buckingham Palace. Is he going to moon us? He's going to moon us all.
Probably so.
Jermaine, I have a question. I have a question for you.
He can't hear you. No, he can't. He's got his headset.
I have a question.
I got a question. Can your lights do this? That's the question.
Oh my God. I was going to say, you could literally have a party in there.
I can't turn it off. Oh, hold on. It's done it now.
I can't turn it off. Right. Then you know what? Just because you're going to flex like that, you should be stuck with the flashing rave lights for the rest of the show. Because that's what you get. I can't turn it off. That's fine. Go stand out in the yard. It's all good. So how is lockdown going? Are you guys able to like meet people? I think you guys are meeting people and getting out of your bubbles.
Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Yeah. The UK reopens tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how.
Yeah. Well, mostly opens tomorrow. Yeah.
Mostly opens.
Yeah. So, full reopen. No more restrictions in June. Mostly reopens tomorrow.
So is that just for like
at the minute? The last few weeks we've been able to sit in the beer garden at the pub with an umbrella because it's been shit weather. Obviously, as of tomorrow we can now go inside.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. Can we actually go
for
inside?
an hour. You're only allowed to go inside. You have to have time slots, so you have an hour.
God.
You can go inside the pub, and you get an hour and a half, depending on where you go. And then if you're going for a meal, you also get an hour or an hour and a half, depending on where you go. But we can go inside again. We can meet people. We can go and see friends.
I didn't know.
So you're going to stay inside most of the day.
You didn't
right?
notice. I literally sent you the roadmap.
Yeah, you did. That's a good point. But we can actually go. Wow. Can we eat? How about eating? Can we eat inside?
Yeah, we can eat inside. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Weatherspoons, like Merlin's, Carvery's, all open tomorrow.
All right, I'm going to take some pictures tomorrow of my pint inside. All right, I'm going to tweet that to everybody. Yeah.
But you have to eat within
And
an hour.
I can travel, so that means I can travel to him and have a pint inside.
Oh,
No,
Matt.
but
Matt's
he lives in the
coming to me.
woods, so I'll just find him.
Yeah, Matt's coming to me. We're going to the fish and chip shop to buy some chips, take a photo, send it to you, Jermaine, and tease you. You still can't have it.
That sounds like a good idea. But that is your fault because you should have given him some when he came. Last time he was here. Next time he comes.
I feel bad.
Next time he comes, I'm going to. Okay, well, next time you come, I'm going to make sure I buy you fish and chips.
Are we allowed to travel? I'm not allowed to travel to your country.
Not yet. No, you're still on. You're on our naughty list, so you're not allowed. Not you. The Netherlands.
I mean, fair. That makes no sense. Why is India not on your naughty list?
They are now. They weren't, but they are now.
They're now on the naughty list.
Because yesterday I saw news about them still being allowed inside your country.
No. British citizens that are in India can fly back, but that's it.
Okay.
As long as you're a British citizen, whether you're Indian, English, Spanish, German, whatever, as long as you're a British citizen, you can fly back to the UK, which is what's gone wrong because you're bringing it back with you. So that's how it's ended up here anyway. Well, then you've got Portugal.
Like a good plan.
Portugal got put back on our no-fly list. I don't know why, but Portugal got put back on our no-fly list.
Yeah.
And you. And the United States. The United States aren't allowed here either.
We don't care. We're not going there anyway.
Do you know what? Boris put the United States on the no-fly list, and you've never been off it. All these other countries, they've been in and out, and off.
Right.
But the United States, you've been on it the whole time.
Well, that's okay. I'll just have to wait. It's okay. Roger. Ron's got both his shots, but he's outside, so that's cool. You'll get your little vaccine card from the CDC, so you can have that. So who knows what that's going to look like?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's how the government thinks. If you're a British citizen in India, it's okay. You don't get infected. You don't get infected.
If you
come back.
Yeah.
I just want to highlight a funny comment, by the way, by Simon says, "Hypno." He said, "Jermaine's Mi 11 Ultra has no CPU."
Fuck you, Josh. Fuck you.
Roger
stole the chip.
Yeah, I get it. That's quite good. Who said that?
Simon.
See how I said "fuck you, Josh"? Fuck you, and then he appeared in the chat. I knew he was coming.
Josh Quinones is in the chat. Welcome, sir. How are you?
JQ. Yes. Hey, Josh. I did get your message, by the way, and no, I won't be on because he's just sent me another one. I got it just before. I won't be on, because I'm doing the show, so I can't play Warzone tonight, man.
I can play Warzone. Well, I can turn it on.
What do you mean? I don't always ignore you. I don't lie to the people.
I got something.
Wait, you just said that when we started that you got messages from someone and you were just ignoring the person.
Yeah, that was Sam.
That was Sam.
No, I just ignore you all the time.
Yeah. I got something very exciting today.
I'm using my phone to fucking do the shows. Don't spamming me with messages because they keep popping up. And
Josh sent more messages.
Anything.
Maybe he replies them.
Right. Jermaine's like, just keep sending. Just
bombard him. That's right.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that.
So apparently in the Northern Ireland, they're doing the 23rd. That's their grand reopening up in the NI. It's cool. Well, good deal. So I'm just curious because I don't really pay attention to it. I got my shots. I'm good. So, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm waiting for the UK to take me off. When you say I'm on a no-fly list, that kind of sounds sketchy because I'm not going to do anything other than it's not a no-fly list for terrorism. It's a no-fly list for COVID.
Oh no! If you're a terrorist, you can come.
Right.
But if
But if I'm a terrorist with COVID, then I can't come.
If you don't have your COVID passport, you can't come in. I'm afraid.
That's okay. Yeah. So that's all good. Well, I'm not going to do anything crazy. So I got to wait. It's fine. Let all the people in the UK kind of get used to like going in the shops and getting in the pub. And you got an hour to eat. Okay. Well,
I swear to God, this has been the longest thing. This has been the longest, weirdest lockdown we've ever had.
Yeah, I can say.
Jermaine, no. He's sending me messages now.
Why would you do such a thing? Poor Matt. He's going to have so many messages.
Jermaine is our local shit stirrer today.
I am going to mute you all.
Cheers, sir.
I swear to God. You see what you started, Josh? This is all your fault.
Right. So yeah, I am the Huawei of international flights. That's true. So I'm banned from the UK, which is that's okay.
It's all right actually. You guys sending me messages. I cannot see Sam or Jermaine's heads, so that's perfectly okay. I can just see me and Roger, so that's cool.
So yeah, I just who knows what's going on with all that. Well, I'm just glad you guys are starting to like tomorrow. Hopefully things start to get normal and things start to kind of get back to whatever semblance of before we had this whole lockdown thing, because this thing has just been general.
No, I'm not banking on it, man, because the Indian variant is spreading around this country like wildfire. So I reckon we're back in lockdown by the end of May anyway.
I don't know.
We'll see. The ROG comes out.
Right.
Yeah. Well, but yeah. Apparently.
At least you have something to play with then, so that'd be good.
Right.
During lockdown 55.
4. Are we like 4 now? We're on lockdown 4, aren't we? Or we will be if we go again.
Wasn't it said that it wouldn't go back in steps anymore?
They did.
Yeah, he said that. I'm pretty sure he said that last time though.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah, good well done.
Well,
I'm not going to trust anything he says until it happens.
It makes sense, but I don't understand why they're like, oh yeah, let's get the people in from India, even though they are of course British. It makes no sense. Especially it's 72 hours before they come in, they have to get tested, but in 72 hours you can easily catch it.
Right. I mean, you can be perfectly fine and catch it inside the terminal.
Has not made no sense.
Right.
Yeah,
with
same here.
like lockdown and the way they've handled it, and then the eat out, help out thing that just made everything worse.
Well,
eat out, help out was the biggest disaster in this country. It absolutely it did not work out well at all.
Yeah. Apparently, the Czech Republic's going through some political stuff. And a lot of this stuff probably is, unfortunately, it's not all science and medical and public health, right? It's political aspects too that kind of causing. And apparently, we're not the only ones. Apparently, in other countries like the Czech Republic, political aspect occurs too.
As shit as everything is, none of us can really complain when we see what's going on elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, things could be a million times worse.
Yeah.
So we we have problems, but I consider us quite lucky, to be fair, because we're not having to go through things like Israel and stuff like that they're going through right now.
And Andrew's in the chat. He's hoping the lockdown in the UK has gone long enough for the game ball trackball production to get out the door. He's going to buy one. I am not familiar with the game ball trackball.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, Roger.
I gotta look that up.
Anything?
I don't know what that is.
No? Is
it like the mouse with the trackball? The old school mouse with like the thumb trackball?
I don't know.
That would be cool. I never used one of those kind of mice, even when they were like popular back in the day.
I used it, but not very long.
I never got a hold of one. It always seemed kind of like, I did like the little nub on the keyboard on your laptop, the little mouse nub.
The nipple. The nipple.
Well,
that's how Matthew Martis calls it, and I'm going to follow that.
He's going to call it the nipple. That's cool.
It's called the nipple.
Yeah. I used to like that. It was pretty handy. I don't know why. Yeah. So, speaking of laptops, who's getting a MacBook with the M1? Who's getting one? Anyone here get one?
Anything related to Mac?
No.
Anything
Obviously not. If you believe that, you're a sucker.
And Roger's either Roger's very quiet because he's getting one, or Roger's doing something other than listening to us talk about.
I was doing something else, which
he was fucking googling game ball trackpad.
No, look at his name. Look at his name.
He was.
I mean, Jermaine is on the ball. He's like fire. He's like
fish and chips for the win. Nice.
I actually edit everything in 4K on a Mac Mini M1, so that is what I use. And to be honest, if I win the lottery, yes, please, I'll buy a MacBook. But no, no. I'm just going to stick with the Mac Mini M1. It does what I need it to do.
Right.
You know, it would be nice, but it's cash flow, I guess.
Yeah. So he says it's a finger trackball that has level sensitivity of a gaming mouse. It's a grassroots track. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So if you're into that kind of thing, that's kind of cool. I guess somebody in the UK is making it. I wonder if it's crowdfunded or all those kind of deals. So that's kind of cool. So, Barry Johnson's in the chat. BJ, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Welcome. So, yeah, I saw the stuff about the Apple stuff and the AirTags and all the MacBooks, and I'm like, I don't really care about any of that stuff.
Okay, so Sam, what is happening with Matt?
What, generally, or
yeah, just generally, yeah.
I don't know. I've been trying to figure out for the last 2 years of this podcast or a year and a half, whatever. I'm not sure. I really don't know. It's just Matt does his own thing. So
okay,
yeah, he just does his own thing. And folks, if you're wanting to check it out, there is the website, gamingtrackball.com. Go get you some. Go check it out. I might check that out after the show because it just seems interesting. I don't know if I would buy one. Yeah, if you want to look up it. So that's kind of cool. So I guess it's great that they're having all this stuff with Apple, but I'm not in the market for a laptop. So it's nice, but
these two made me laugh, man.
Why?
I was just changing I'm going to change my name in a minute.
Okay, well, go ahead. Roger's
Kicks and giggles.
And he's live from Buckingham Palace, although he doesn't know where it's at.
He doesn't know where it is.
It's in London.
I don't know how I found it. I found it somehow.
Just standing next to it all of a sudden.
Stumbled across it one day.
Stumbled across it.
I still to this day, when I heard that story, I'm like, that can't be a thing. There's no way.
It really was.
The thing
I
is,
just cannot imagine that being an actual thing. But okay.
I don't know any British person, like full English person, that has stood outside Buckingham Palace and gone, "What's that?"
Right. What's
Never.
this big building with the gate and stuff?
What's
I
this?
don't know, man.
Who's this dude with the red and the big Marge hair? No?
It looks
Like,
important,
what's that?
kind of governmental. I don't know. I mean, it looks important. I heard that I was like, wow.
Except Roger.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's somebody else.
Coffee very well there.
That was funny. I guess
Nobody else has, Sam. Literally, I swear to God, nobody else has. Even everybody knows what Buckingham Palace is and where it is. You can't miss it. There's literally a mile road, trees, roundabout, guards, Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I remember it as well.
That's quite true.
You don't know.
It's like there's no way around it. You can't walk past it and go, oh.
Now the thing is, I know there's not really any point.
Lovely building.
There's guards. The military are there with the fancy hats and the feather and the fucking dude with the big ones that never laugh when you try and make them laugh at the gate.
Here's the thing. Oh yeah, they're like beef eaters, aren't they, or something?
Yeah, they're not allowed to move. They have to stand still all day. They can't laugh. True. They can't interact with you. People go up to them and no, you can't touch them because they will hit you. They will hit you with their gun and you will be arrested. But you can dance in front of their face and try and make them laugh, but they don't. They won't move. They're like statues.
In my defense, and I've given up.
There is
but I've given up. But I will say that me and Jermaine met up. I was running down the streets. Jermaine was saying, "Roger, I'm here. Where are you?" So we met up. I found Jermaine. We went through all these shops and alleyways and whatever.
I think.
Oh, maybe through a park. Yeah. And we ended up in this alleyway, or this walking down this road with buildings on both sides, and we were down the side of Buckingham Palace. We'd come from the back of it, and we were down the side of it. So I couldn't. Yeah, there's a big gate all the way around, but I couldn't see. I couldn't see the building.
No, I don't care what side of Buckingham Palace you're standing on. It's Buckingham Palace, right? Yeah, you can't mistake it.
I tried to get out of it, but what's the point?
I don't know what the point is because ever since we found out this story, it's grown into this amazing community thing that's just never going to die.
I guess my question is, had you ever been by the building before? Was that the first time you'd been by the building? Or you'd been okay.
When
this motherfucker's been in it.
Maybe. No, I don't think I have. But I don't think
they'll invite you in.
Probably not. No, I've only been to the centre of London probably about 6 or 7 times in my life, honestly. And I have been to Buckingham Palace, or the outside of it, maybe 3 or 4 times over the course of, probably not recently, maybe when I was about 10 or something, and I haven't seen it since then. So that was the first time I'd been there. But still, no, I don't. You know, Jermaine, I live so far away from.
Yeah. No, to be fair, I'm going to stick up for Roger here because when he was 10, it looked completely different. It had this massive rebuild and then extensions added to it. It's not always
big
like
ass
that.
gates and people in front of
The gates were really small and there was never anybody there. And it has grown since the Queen moved in. You know what I mean? Like,
since the Queen moved in.
Yeah, I really love what you've done with the place. This is pretty cool. Before it was kind of shitty looking. Right, not many drapes. Right, the curtains are all jacked up.
It's gold.
You really didn't like have anything outside with the landscaping. This is
the handrails up the stairs are made of flipping like brass and gold and all sorts, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, Queen and I have been around for a while. That's right.
You are allowed in Buckingham Palace, by the way. But no, it's like a tour, like what they do at the White House. But you're not allowed in everywhere. You're only allowed to go where the tour allows you to go.
I don't know if you can go in the White House anymore, considering all the shit that's been going on.
You know
with
what
the
I mean, though. They do White House. Like when they do White House tours, you're allowed to go
where the aliens are hidden in the White House.
Right.
Yeah, you can't go where Area 50. No, because you're not allowed there.
No, Area 51 is
New Mexico. It's not even in DC. It's in New Mexico.
You can't go anywhere like that. But no, like it's similar sort of thing. You can go into Buckingham Palace on a tour, but you can only go where they take you. The guards are everywhere.
Can you go?
You're not allowed in when the Queen's there. No.
Well, yeah, but and you know the Queen's there because isn't her standard? Doesn't have to fly the standard. Yeah, the flag has to fly outside when she's there.
Yes, same as everywhere she is.
Right. Didn't she do the joint session of I don't know Parliament? Didn't she?
She did Parliament last week.
Yeah, she opened up Parliament. That's kind of cool. She doesn't do that every year. It's kind of neat.
She's the Queen.
Yeah, but she doesn't do it every year. That's kind of neat that she got around to doing it.
She does it every time Parliament reopens. Yeah, every time.
The story I read said she doesn't do it every time.
She does it every time. Not last year because of COVID, obviously. That wasn't a thing. But, yeah, most of the time. She does a reading of some sort.
Oh, I guess the new thing was that Charles and Camilla were both there. I guess they usually don't accompany her to the opening of Parliament. I guess that's what it is. I guess
but Prince Philip's not there now. So
yeah. So they gotta have somebody showing up. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I pay attention to that kind of stuff. I thought it was kind of interesting. So my question is, so I understand for the Buckingham Palace, but what about 10 Downing Street? Because I know that's just like a house on the street, right? It's just like
you can't get on Downing Street. You're not allowed. It's closed off. There's gates.
That's boring. That's just a house anyway.
Yeah, right. And it's just like a house in the middle of a flat in the middle of a fucking street. It's
it's a big. The whole thing, right? 10 Downing Street. I've learnt this. I didn't know this. Like the houses, it looks like a normal street, doesn't it? Yeah?
Right. It looks like a normal street in the pictures.
There's no walls. The whole thing's connected, like all the way across.
Isn't that also because
so you can go into 10 and you can go down and come out 15?
All the buildings are connected to that, like one big block. Oh, okay. I thought it was just like flat and.
No. It's the whole thing. I didn't know that, but it's the whole thing. Well, Downing Street's boring.
No,
and you can't get on there anyway because they have the gate shut at the end of the streets, either end of the street, and the police are guarding it all the time.
From what I heard,
big houses there as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From what I heard is, as you go in, if you turn left, you walk down to the end of that corridor. There's 2 doors on the right. The first one is like a bathroom. The second one is a fish and chip shop. So
very good.
After that, you find the Buckingham Palace.
You were following me. You were all following me. You were go down the alleyway. Okay,
no. What I was thinking is, if that's true, we've got more chance of getting into 10 Downing Street to get fish and chips than we have Roger buying anybody fish and chips.
This is actually true.
That's fair.
Yeah,
you walked into that one, Roger. Sorry.
We're probably not going to go to the White House because we'll probably get shot in the head. So they got that pretty locked down.
If you try and get, it's the same. If you try and get into Buckingham Palace without an invite, you will be shot on sight.
I don't even know if they're doing the tours because after the Capitol thing on January 6th, and then I guess they had another incident. I don't think you can even get near the place now. I don't even know. I haven't been to DC.
Do they charge a lot of money for these tours?
I don't know. I've never done the. I've never seen the. I've never gone to the White House.
If they do, then yes, they will still be doing it because it's money.
Right. I get it. Free V60 with every bullet. Oh man, I kind of wish I saw that.
Do you get the LG tones with that?
Exactly.
Or is that an extra bullet? Right.
And I thought Jermaine's question was interesting, so we were talking about that offline. Like, why wouldn't Microsoft give you a pair of Surface earbuds?
Jermaine?
Surface Buds.
Interesting.
They give you the LG tones instead. They don't give you the Surface earbuds. That's like
just up the price a little bit and give those.
Yeah. I guess my question is, how did Microsoft? Did they have a whole bunch of LG tones in stock? Like, I guess I don't know if they ever sold those in their stores. I never looked at the Microsoft store to see if you could buy LG tones.
Heck, even if you give just the first gen, because they're on the second gen right now, even if you give the first gen, it's your own product, and it might sway people to think, oh, it's a pretty expensive product.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I think I don't like so I only know of two people. So I know of Rolando and Jay Will. They're the ones who have gotten the duo with the new deal. So I'm curious. Yeah, how they I think Rolando's talking about even like texting it out and putting a sim in it and giving it a whirl and actually kind of doing a review on it. So I'm kind of serious. I'm curious to see what because I don't think he ever had a duo from the beginning.
For myself, I know.
Sorry, Simon's comment. Sorry, I'm sorry. I mean, that instantly got me. No, his latest comment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That just tickled me. That just tickled me because I was like, no, that's quite funny. I can just imagine him coming back with fish and chips. Just turning the camera on. He's just got fish and chips.
Oh, the camera's on? Oh. Whoops, sorry about that. That's a little awkward. I'm eating the fish and chips. Well, since I'm here, I might as well just eat them and just crunchy. Get like ASMR crunch.
That's right. When we get everybody together and we can fly everywhere again. When you come over here, I'm going to take you to some of the best places in London, man. My uncle before he died, he was a paramedic in London, and I used to go down and see him all the time. And I know a lot. There's some secret food places, like there's an underground place and everything. It's not on the touristy spots. It's just for where people who live there know where these places
know where to be. Okay.
Yeah. Some nice food.
Hopefully, we can travel soon again.
I want to
go events again. You know.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. When I do visit the UK, that's where I want to go. I don't want to go to like the local like touristy places. I want to go to like the places that locals go to.
If you come to the UK, man, you're coming to Derby and ain't no one tourist here.
Right. They're gonna look at me like, "Where are you from?" I'm like,
I'm gonna take you to a Derby game, proper fish and chips, and I'm gonna take you to the pub.
No, they will ask him, "Is Europe a country?" And if he says yes, then he will be kicked out. If not, then he's just free to pass.
Right. Exactly. Because I think it's gonna be pretty obvious if I do get there. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick out. Yeah,
American. You look a little bit American.
If you don't speak,
as opposed to like,
there's a look. Like
you look like a white man in a room, and you can point out the American.
I definitely don't look British. Is that what it is? I guess the British people have a certain.
Yeah. No, you kind of do.
I kind of do. I think I can pull it off. I think it's just going to be.
If you don't open your mouth,
if I don't speak the entire time I'm there, I think I can maybe get away with it.
But we can also tell by what you wear.
Right. I don't have because I don't have any, like, I don't have a
you
football.
Need like a cap, you need like the
well,
cap.
See, apparently they have, baseball style hats like that. But the problem is obviously they wouldn't have like a Major League Baseball hat, like a Cardinal hat or whatever. They would have like,
no.
My question is, do people wear football hats, like baseball style caps with football logos on them and stuff like that, or not really? I don't think they do that there.
Never.
Which
maybe sometimes. That's great. Is that no? They don't. It's like some like people who from America moved here. They have all that kind of stuff. Fans of baseball and stuff do have that stuff, but you can't really. It's very niche, so you have to buy it from certain places.
By the way, Roger, that was nicely
caps. These type of hats are the New York ones. They're very popular in this country.
Oh God, you're Yankee hats? Oh fuck me. Of course they would be. It's always the Yankees, man. That's all you guys know.
And then it's got the sticker here, NY on the top. They're very popular, but
the new era, the 5950 sticker.
Supreme, right?
Most people just wear normal hat, like just a styled hat.
But my question would be, like, on the hats, what kind of are there logos on them? And if there are, what kind of logos are there?
Adidas.
Did you just say Nike? Did you just say Nike?
Yeah.
It's not Nike. And that's an American company, so fuck that. It's Nike, and you can kiss my ass. It's not. Adidas is not an American company.
Adidas.
Fine, I get that. I'm going to give on that. But Nike is
Reebok,
not a British company, so you can't say
Puma, Fila, and all.
I don't know because why is it school?
Where's the
because
Y?
Americans are stupid, and they go A B C D E, and they went look Nike.
No, but it's like the word school.
With the A I
It
become the
shouldn't be
K
school,
before
it
the
should be
E,
shul.
it's an I, so that's Nike. It's fucking basic English.
I don't care. It's Nike, and
And
that's
it
what
should
it
be
is.
set, not C.
Right.
Exactly.
I'll give in to Adidas. I'm cool with
Thank
that.
you.
I don't care about that. But Nike, don't call it Nike. It's weird.
It's Nike.
Weird. No, it's absolutely not Nike.
It's Nike. It's not Nike because there's no Y. There's no IE at the end.
Well, here's the thing. Let's ask
E
the
is
CEO.
IE.
Let's ask the
Nike
CEO of
would
the
be
company what he calls it.
NIK.
And if he says Nike, then I'll go ahead and I'll come over and I'll fly you over
That's
here for
because he's
free.
American. He's American, so he doesn't have to spell. Nike would be spelled NIKIE.
It's an American company.
You're all thick as shit.
Nike.
Same.
That's funny. When he said Nike, I was like, Nike? What? Okay. So they don't. Do they have any? What if you want to wear sports stuff? It's just football jerseys or shirts and that's it.
Yeah, football. You know, the proper game of football.
Right. What
That
about those
kind of shit.
What about the beanies and the do you guys wear the long scarf things? Do they have those there too?
Yes.
The scarf. Okay.
Yes, we have the scarves, but we don't wear them. They're usually for holding up and screaming your fucking mouth off and shouting.
I don't know how I'm going to survive this fucking football match. There's no way I'm going to survive this thing.
I'm not going to take you to the south stand. I'm not stupid.
Well, my question is: Roger, do you actually go to live before the COVID? How are you a big football fan? And if you did, like, how often would you go? Like in a season? Because I don't know when these fucking football seasons are. Because they play all goddamn year round. It seems like.
No, the season's finished now.
And Derby, did they get relegated?
No.
Damn it! I was hoping they get relegated. That would be awesome.
Fuck you, man. No.
At least they'd be competitive. Maybe they can win that division. Maybe they can win in that league.
No.
Clearly, they can't win the Champions League. They can't win there. Bottom of the barrel.
It's not a Champions League. It's a championship. The Champions League is a different thing.
It's okay. So what, Roger,
if Derby were in the Champions League, we wouldn't be in the Championship. We'd be in the Premier League and we'd be top 4.
So how often do you go to a football match? Does that like a couple times a year? Once in a while?
For me personally, I'm not a massive football fan, I'll be honest. I do watch football. I also watch a little bit of rugby. And in fact, I watch quite a lot of stuff. I watch a bit of tennis as well. You know, quite a mixture of stuff. But I'm
He's
not
so British.
Yeah, no, I do.
He doesn't know where Buckingham Palace is.
I know. It's but no, I'm not like a really massive.
Shut up, chat.
I'm not like a really massive football fan. Some other people in the family are, and they all go and watch matches quite often. A few people in the family had like.
What forest do you live in?
Should I tell you? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I don't know. Nottingham.
So if you support a football
No,
team,
it's
if you supported a football club, me and you wouldn't like each other right now.
Ooh, that's true.
Because you'd be a Forest fan.
Forest fan. I like it.
You'd be a Nottingham Forest fan, and that is not happening.
So they don't like each other?
Oh, let's just say he could be the nicest person on the planet, which to be fair, he is. If he was a Nottingham Forest fan, he ain't coming on this show.
No, I don't.
It's just that simple.
Yeah. I don't live anywhere. I'm not Nottingham. Norfolk is where I am. But
I know you're not Nottingham. I know you're Norfolk. I was hoping you was going to say Nottingham, so I could get that out.
Fair enough. But
I know where you live. These don't, but I wouldn't tell anybody else where you live.
Oh yeah. Tell him where he lives.
No, not tell those. So nobody say anything.
You bloody know where I live.
Man
Yeah,
City.
I do.
Yeah. Also, let's see. Yeah, Man City. Is anybody a Man City fan? No Man City fans here.
I mean, Man City have just won the Premier League. Well done. Congratulations. Oh, I will get a big shout out to Leicester. They beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. Nice one, guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yay! Good job. All right.
Yeah, go Leicester! You won the
Leicester.
FA Cup. Woo!
The only team I know that's not as Ajax. That's the only I know. That's the Dutch.
That's Dutch. Yeah, it's Amsterdam.
I know
Yeah.
Ajax.
Shit team.
No, they're pretty good.
I don't know.
I think they're pretty good.
No, they are a very good team. If
I don't care.
they're not trying to steal money.
No, and here and I get Andrew's point here. He's going to bring him to a Cardinal game, and the answer to that question is absolutely not going to happen. If I take anybody in the UK to a baseball game, they're going to fucking eat a bullet because it's so slow. I've taken people in Europe who've never gone to a baseball game. The pace of play is so slow, and they don't understand what's going on. And I've had people from the UK watch baseball, and they fucking hate it. How the hell can you watch this stuff? I'm like, I don't know.
I'll end up in a fight because I'm a football hooligan, and I'll be yelling shit that I probably shouldn't be yelling at the baseball players.
Here's what's going to happen. Do yourself a favor. There was a Padres fan the other night that walked across the section and punched some dude in the head, knocked him out. Watch that video and see what's going to happen to you, because you're going to get jumped by a whole section of people, and they're going to beat you to death.
Don't give a shit. They could beat me to death. If I get into a fight, if I lose, I lose. It doesn't mean I'm not going to get into a fight next week.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying, but you're...
it's not fine.
No, it's not fine if you get beat to death because you're not coming back next week.
Just in general, getting in a fight for a sport.
Right.
Sport. Right. No.
Apparently, Jermaine is not into like the whole physical fighting part of sports.
No.
Yeah.
Which makes me laugh because he lives in the country with the most violent football fans on the planet.
Horrible.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, Netherlands, they have the worst fans.
But why are they so violent about?
Don't know.
I don't know.
You're wearing if a Netherlands team is playing your team and you sneeze sideways, you get stabbed in the eye.
What?
That's it. They are so bad. The Netherlands fans are so bad. When we was at the World Cup and Netherlands were playing, all the violence towards the English fans, all the England fans, there was the police, there was the rioting, there was the fighting, there was the deportations, and that was all the Netherlands fans trying their hardest to fight everyone that was there.
That's very true. They are like that. And I think like a few years ago as well, here in my city, there were people that were rioting because of football as well. They were destroying restaurants and whatnot. Like,
football,
why?
Did they lose or something? I guess they lost. I guess that's what
I think they lost, but they always want to fight. That's the end target.
Right.
I don't know why, but they just want to fight.
You think we're bad?
Okay.
Come on.
So that reminds me of a funny story about 1994, when the last time the World Cup was in the United States. At least I remember Ireland and the Netherlands played a match. I don't think it was the first round, but it was like they were like playoff matches. So people who you lose, you're out. And I just remember 3 or 4 guys wearing orange, shirts walking through this part of like Orlando. And I don't know where they went in front of, but there was a bunch of Irish soccer fans or football fans, and they were pretty drunk and pretty pissed off. And it was it was. I'm like, why? I don't think I've ever like lost and like wanted to fight people after a loss. Even I love baseball and hockey and stuff. I take you guys to a hockey game. That's where I would take somebody from the UK. You guys would really enjoy that.
You love baseball. You love hockey. Yeah. We are extremely passionate, emotional, violent, angry, aggressive. We are. It's all emotions with football. It's either all happiness, we're not having a good season, forget it, it's mid-table, or where we were, where it's squeaky bum time every single time we play.
I think Roger's got the total British version of it. It's like, I can watch all the sport. I can enjoy it critically. If they lose, I don't give a shit. Right?
They literally made a film about British football violence.
I'm just saying, he's like...
What was it? Football Factory.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a true story.
I just like Roger's approach. So he's like, I like sport.
He's got beer.
Tennis and rugby, and if my team loses, the Forest loses, I don't think Roger's going to be like, if the Forest loses, I'm grabbing a fucking bat. I'm going down to my local pub, and I'm going to hit somebody in the face with it.
Yeah, because people who watch tennis and cricket are calm, lovely people who like to associate with other people and talk and have tea and biscuits and drink and go to tennis matches and cricket matches, and they're chill. That's what I mean. They're so chill. They never I've never been to a cricket match or watched a fucking tennis match where like a fan has literally run all the way around the stadium to attack another fan because he supports the wrong team.
Right. No,
I've never seen that.
I've seen cricket matches. The fans are not just sitting there sipping tea. They're not. It's not like a tennis match. I mean, they're pretty into
cricket. The cricket guys are all right, but they're still so chill. Like they're all so chill. It's only football. Like any other sport in this country, apart from rugby, because that's. Well,
so I guess my question is, if Roger's a big, have you been to Wimbledon? Have you ever had a chance to go to?
He doesn't know where that is.
Not. I don't. Well, I do actually know that there's a fish.
He didn't even miss a beat. He's like, he don't know where the fuck that is.
Wait, it's Wimbledon. That's in Norwich, right?
Yeah. Jermaine didn't miss a beat. He's like, oh, he don't know where the hell that place is. Are you kidding?
No, I've been to like Bournemouth. No, I've been to Wembley. I've been to Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur, stuff.
Old
like
or new? Wembley, old or new Wembley? Did you go to?
Old. It was a long time ago. Yeah. But no, I don't really. Honestly, yeah, it probably was.
And then we're going to go back to the same story as, of course, the castle, right?
Right, the castle.
I'm just calling castle for you, Roger.
Oh, fair enough. I get it.
Oh no, wait, it could be palace then, right?
Right. Yeah, but honestly, like I just I don't know why I've never had enough time in my life to give to sport because I've got so much going on. No, but I have. I got kids, a lot of kids. I know you got kids, Matt, but I've got a lot of kids.
you've got a lot of kids. That you've got a football team of children.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But I've got a lot of kids. I've got a wife. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I constantly work. I never have any time to stop. I am constantly going, and even the times like that, I do get to sit down.
That's bad. Maybe we should take you to a football game.
Maybe.
Something like Derby versus Blackpool. Because that's a lovely day out. No, Derby versus Blackpool is non-violent. It's a lovely day out at the beach, and it's great.
You can rock as well while you're there.
Yeah, it's great. Derby versus Blackpool is one of my favourite games because you get, like you say, you go away. It's an away game, so you get to go to Blackpool, so you get to the beach, make a weekend of it, go and watch the footy game. No one's aggressive or violent because everyone loves everyone. It's lovely. It's dead nice. It's not like it's going to Skeggy where everyone hates everyone and then the donkeys shit everywhere.
And I've been there. I've been there as well.
Then somebody fell off the roller coaster, the donkey shit on a kid, and the fucking sea's gone 700 miles the wrong way.
I would go watch a cricket match, but somebody's got to explain it because I've tried to watch it. I'm like, I have no clue. Like, I don't understand the overs.
Dude, I have no idea. I'm a sports fan, but I don't watch cricket, and I have seen cricket before, and I have no idea what's going on.
It looks like baseball, so it's got some familiar kind of mechanics to it. But I don't understand the overs, and I don't understand like do they run? I don't see them running. Like I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure it's you get more points, you lose.
I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. I would go with Roger to a cricket match. But Roger's gonna have to sit there and go like, okay, here's what's happening. Yeah. I'll be like, what the hell's going on right now? I have
make
no
him
clue.
A chart. No, is it golf? You get more points, you lose. That's good.
No, it's strokes. If golf you have more shots, you lose. Right?
If you have a stroke at golf, you're going to lose, aren't you? You're not going to be able to play.
What about? Hold on, but what about? I know it's not really a sport, but what about bowling? Has anybody done that? Does anybody like that?
I love bowling. I love bowling, man.
Yeah. I used to bowl. Hey, I used to bowl in the league.
Roger, you'll know this. You know when you go to a bowling place like Tenpin or like Mega Bowl or something like that, you walk in, the bowling bit, you go to the desk. You used to get your shoes. You don't get your shoes anymore. That's not a thing. Go and get your desk. It's a half an hour wait. Straight to the bar. There's a book. You go in. There's an arcade. There's Quasar. There's an ice hockey table. There's a pub and a restaurant. So you got like by the time you get there's fish and chips. You can get fish. You can actually get fish and chips in the bowling place. Yeah. So by the time you get to bowling, you are either full, smashed, or tired,
or all three.
Or all three.
So my question
great.
is,
it's so much fun, and it's only like 20 quid.
So I guess
it's great. I love it.
If I come to the Netherlands, what sport? I mean, is it just football? Is that what I'm going to have to go do, or can I do something else?
Mostly football is the popular thing here, honestly.
What else do you guys got?
Really,
hookers and drugs.
I don't care about that. I want to talk about sport.
And ice skating.
No,
ice skating.
Ice skating, like figure skating? Ice skating?
No.
Ice skating. Yeah. When I went to the Netherlands,
cool. We're the best.
I didn't know this when I went to. Yeah, I didn't know that until I went to the Netherlands. Because I was just like, you think the Netherlands football, the country is flat. There's no fucking hills in the Netherlands, like ever, anywhere. The whole country is flat.
It's like Kansas. Okay, I got
it. There is no hills, no dips, no nothing for the whole country. And I went and I thought it was just like this nice place because they've got a lot of old buildings and old bridges, and it's really nice to go and sit there. I didn't know skating was a thing, but it is.
It's very
I
popular.
honestly did
and
not know that.
Yeah.
The Netherlands stands really high when it comes to skating.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Not to mention we are tall, but it's something that they train a lot for.
I didn't know this, but you see all the stuff everywhere when you go anywhere in the Netherlands. It's a nice country, but you notice things you would never think. With the bits where you go, like where I would go. So I'm not visiting a friend. I'm coming on holiday, so I'll go to the places they want you to go to.
I'm not sure if that's a sport. That's more of a hobby, maybe a recreational thing.
No.
That's a sport. Cocaine sporting?
That is a football half-time sport.
I mean,
okay, well, I'm not doing that.
So there's the Netherlands.
It's not really.
In the Netherlands, drugs is very popular. I don't care for it, but it is very popular.
That's not why I went, by the way. Just saying.
Especially wheat. That's like a normal thing here.
Well, that I can understand.
And they're like, yep.
We're talking about other stuff. We're
talking from a country where it's literally 6 years in jail.
Also is popular here. Also
it's crazy. It's legal, mostly. 6 years in jail. What the hell?
I understand the weed thing's understandable, but I didn't know like the Netherlands was more into like popular hard drugs are kind of like popular-ish. Okay, well, that's different.
It is popular, especially in clubs and whatnot.
Not legal, but popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people hardly get ever caught, so.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so
sometimes there are big races.
I thought they do have hockey in Europe. I know they have ice hockey. Yeah, I think British. The UK even has. I think they have a national team. England's got a national team.
I think ice hockey is a thing here, but honestly, I have never seen it anywhere.
Do they even have a rink to go to? I mean, I'm sure they do, but I don't know where the hell we go.
Yeah, bigger cities have them. Obviously, like if you go to like Manchester or London, But you come to Derby, you won't find one unless it's specific to like a team, like a local team, but it'll be specific to certain schools or things like that.
I would think American football is pretty popular. I would think actually basketball is probably pretty popular.
In winter, he just cuts down trees, makes a hole in the ground, and then it rains, the ice is over, and then he just goes skating.
Okay.
Because he lives in the woods like you do, so he can do what he wants.
Yeah, but I said
you two wood dwellers over there.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got a nice setup,
actually, you live in the woods. He lives in a forest. So,
Isn't that the same thing?
No, you're like.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
He's like Robin Hood. You're like Mary Jane.
Is it so? The forest is denser, more trees. Is that what? I don't know how this works.
No.
So what's the difference between the woods or the forest? Maybe Roger.
There is a difference between woods and the forest.
Yeah.
Oh, can't hear you, brother.
You're muted.
You're muted.
There you go.
As always.
I'm back. Where I am, it is literally mile after mile after mile after mile of trees and bushes and trees, basically. So many trees.
Forest.
And yeah.
Closer. Hidden bushes. Don't get wet when it's raining, kind of forest.
Yes, exactly. It's like once you go in, you can't really see daylight, and it goes on for miles and miles, and there's nothing else there. It's just huge acres and acres and acres of trees, basically.
And he says when he's walking outside the studio, all of a sudden he sees like eyes looking at him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, we've got deer, there's foxes, there's probably wolves and dinosaurs and all sorts of stuff out there.
Dinosaurs.
No, there is.
There's a man.
But I do see eyes. I mean, sometimes I'll be working in the studio here and I'll be in here at like 3 o'clock in the morning and I'll open the door and I'll hear this noise and it will sound like a lion or something. And I'll be like, okay, I'm going back in for a minute. And I'll just shut the door and come back in.
Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. That's just me. I'm chilling with the deer and I'm just like guarding the forest. I mean, I'm like a tree dweller.
Yes. Yes, Aditya. The Czech Republic is huge ice hockey. And some of the best players in the world are from the Czech Republic. So, yeah, they're very, very popular. So, yeah. And I live out, I have like trees everywhere. I mean, it's a subdivision, but there's lakes and trees. And it's not like miles and miles of trees. So, yeah, I guess it's the woods, but it's not like a forest.
Don't get me wrong. There is a road. There are other people that live there.
There's a road. Yeah.
You can actually drive there.
No, it's made of mud, and you have to have a horse with a cart on it.
You do.
To be fair, some roads in Britain, I'm like, huh? What
I
the
don't
hell
think
is
they're
that? Like
roads.
the
They're like
one-way roads.
paths.
Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
just
it's
a
like-
one-way
it's a
road, and
country.
you just hope that there's no one coming from the other side, because then you're
Yeah.
fucking screwed.
It's like I can't get over. It's like
yeah,
we're
because
fucked.
the one-way road is
Yeah.
not necessarily always mean some motherfuckers ain't gonna go one way.
Right. They don't
Yeah,
exactly follow the traffic pattern.
So we just sort of go wherever the hell we want.
No, but
Right.
you got those not one-way roads. Just you can have traffic coming from both sides. You have those roads as well in the UK, right?
Yes,
Where
yes,
just one
yes,
car
yes, yes.
fits, and you just hope that there's an island next to
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So
What the
usually
hell?
they have traffic lights, so you can like do it safely. But no, a lot of the B roads, they're very small, and you have to like park in a bush to let someone pass and then come out again.
Hope to find something.
No, I'm serious. Roger, you can vouch for that.
Yeah,
you going
do.
through one of the old country lanes, man. You have to park in the bush if someone wants to get past you, or they do. So you can
So
get.
on which side do you park then? Because you're driving on the wrong side of the road, of course.
No, if you're on one of those roads, there is no side. There is just the middle.
Just the middle.
There is just the middle, and
But that
then
is
a probably
basically what we
scratched wind door.
Oh man, I was gonna think about like driving. Yeah, I'm not doing that. It sounds like a nightmare. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
the
go.
UK looks like a hell for me to drive.
Yeah, there are some places I'm like,
Hey,
I don't
our
know.
roads are fine. It's only when you veer off, into the countryside
That's
that
right.
it
When you
gets a
come to
bit
where,
spirally.
yeah.
I've seen some roundabouts that make no sense on.
If you want to drive to Roger's house, then we may as well just walk. Like from the main road, we may as well just walk. 'Cause
Yeah, it's true. It's
it'll
true.
be quicker.
Bring a backpack,
Right.
and a few
Pack
hiking
up,
sticks and stuff. And,
Picnic blanket,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Orlando's in the house, duo family. That's right. Hashtag Surface Duo in the house. There you go. Just kidding. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
So-
Rolando got that, didn't he? I'm getting quite. I shouldn't be, but I'm quite interested in that. I'm
Yeah.
quite interested in that. Yeah, I was looking
Why?
at it the other day, and I was like, I like the size of the screens.
No, it's so expensive in the UK.
I
And it doesn't have
I
a
know.
good camera.
No.
No, it's not for that though.
I don't think he's gonna.
It doesn't matter though. It should
I
have.
He's
know.
not
The
exactly
other thing-
taking pictures of fish and chip shops, is he?
No, that's quite true. That's quite true. Now, the other thing I was looking at was the folding phones, basically. A few of
Yeah,
the
of
different.
course. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Fold or
yeah,
flip.
not flip, not fold.
No, fold like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at him, fucking flip.
Because
Was that,
Xiaomi
was the,
announced
that was the Xiaomi float? No, it was just.
It was just a flip.
I'm
Just a minute,
trying.
two
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, I mean, I don't like the flip, but Roger, what do you think about actually like the screens folding, like a fold or the Xiaomi or the Huawei?
thing is, I don't personally like the idea of having a crease down the display. I don't like it. However, if you think realistically about it, there is always going to be a crease down the middle of it for the foreseeable future. It's
For the
just
foreseeable
not-
future, it's no, yeah.
you
The
know,
thing
so
is,
if-
They will do what they can to implement
Of course they
this and that. Like Motorola have got the screen where it goes down and comes up when you open and close the flip.
rollable stuff and all
Yeah,
of
but
that.
that one is
Right.
very fragile compared.
And
I think-
Samsung went with the thin glass, which is cracking in the middle after so many folds and all that stuff. So
Yeah, I think if you go,
it's always going to be downsides.
Yeah, if you buy something like that now, like within the next 5, 6, 7 years, you're going to have to expect
A
some
crease.
possible issues. A crease, yeah, you're going to have to expect
Mhm.
that. So you have to go into it with that in mind.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm still
Right.
interested. I'm still.
But
I still
It's
like to
the
have that
innovation in it
time.
as tech nerds. It's
course,
the fun. It's the new fun thing. Yes, the hinge might get dirt in it and break. Yes, the screen will have a crease and probably stop working after a while. Yes, it's going to have a smaller battery than normal phones, and but it's fun to see them trying something different with the technology that they've got.
Yeah, that's true.
But it will never be
Yeah,
a daily
Jermaine,
driver
like,
as long as
yeah.
it's so expensive. As
Yeah,
well.
Jermaine, like, what are your thoughts about like the foldables or folding or whatever? I mean, what do you like?
Okay,
how do you
I
feel?
hate
I like
I
the
hate-
Xiaomi.
I hate to animate it. That's the worst. I hate it. It's really the worst to animate it as concept. So I don't. In that term, I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is.
Right.
But I like the technology behind it, and since the first commercial, so I think it was 2011-ish when Samsung showed the first commercial of it.
Yeah, it was a
It
very
was-
long time ago.
Yeah, and I was thinking, okay, so what? So right now it seems that maybe we're getting that, but I'm not sure. But from that moment, I was thinking, okay, but you're gonna have plastic on there. But I was thinking, what if they somehow fuse so if you have the phone, basically the sides, right? If you can make that glass and then the small middle part, make that glass plastic fusion, so that you can fuse the glass and plastic and only have the middle part, like that small middle section, made out of that fused plastic and glass that can fold. Where this side, so the sides, the bigger parts, are then just purely glass, so that they don't get damaged. You can use your S Pen on it without any problem. Yeah. I'm wondering if that is a possibility where they're heading to, because how else are you going to use an S Pen on it? Because even your nails do some marks.
Do you want? Do you need? Yeah, but do you need an S Pen, Jermaine, with the size of that?
No, you never need it. You never need it. But the thing is, with an S Pen, you can, for instance, use it as, of course, to draw stuff out. You can do contracts, stuff like that, where a pen can be really useful. That's why people love the Note, for instance, just for those small benefits.
Yeah.
However, with the Fold, it probably won't be integrated in the body itself because it takes in more space, meaning less battery life. Yeah. So I probably don't
unless they figure it out in the hinge.
Yeah, but probably not, because the hinge has a lot of technology inside of.
Samsung's does. I wouldn't necessarily say others do.
No, Huawei doesn't have that much.
No, Xiaomi's. I like the look of Xiaomi's new one, but that's not being sold anywhere else. So that's not going to have Google Play or anything like that on it. So.
It doesn't.
It's China only at the minute. Xiaomi's Fold.
I'm trying to get it by my contact.
Yeah, but the problem with the Xiaomi Fold is it's not being sold anywhere else, so they're not in a rush to send it out to creators all over the world, are they? So
that's true. Michael Fisher had to get it via a different road as well. So,
yeah.
Jerry Everything hooked me up with one of these.
Ooh.
So this is like how the hinge looks inside a Samsung.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen it.
It's very complex, and that's just one part of it. So I highly doubt. Okay, there we go. I highly doubt that this would allow an S Pen, because it's sticking in quite a bit of space, and if you have it folded in,
yeah,
if it allows to focus.
I did say if they figured it out. Like,
yeah, I doubt that they will.
It'd make it a little bit thicker, but you know, they're willing to sell you that big ass case with the S Pen on the side. So it wouldn't surprise me if they just made the hinge outside bit a little bit thicker, so they can just take an S Pen out of it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I find it really interesting, and it's something that I like to discuss or think how they will implement future technology when it comes, for instance, how to fuse glass with that combo of.
It's always good to think of, because you got to think like where we were to where like components they used 10 years ago in phones are significantly smaller now. So you can put more in a phone. So
and
in
still no
10 years, I know. And in 10 years from now, all those little pieces could be even smaller, and you can get more in the phone. So, you know, you will never get the headphone jack back. You're just going to have to let that go. And now LG have gone. Sony and Asus are the only ones that are just going to give it you.
Yeah, I think you may still get the headphone jack on maybe specific brands or OEMs and maybe specific models, like budget models of phones, maybe. Or
I think Sony are in a prime position as the audio company as it is to take over where LG have left off with the headphone
they need
jack.
To put a DAC in it.
Yeah, the DAC. Because they've got all their headphones. They can make it perfect.
The thing is, though,
will they? We don't know.
The thing is, it frustrates me how companies are trying to make from normal, natural things that you should get with your phone to make accessories out of it. It's like not having a micro SD card. We all know the reason why that is. I'm not the only one who said, well, I only have 128 gigabytes as base storage. I must get the more expensive one, which means I pay more for the phone itself. And it means more money. No charger. They say environment. Okay, but why are you not removing it from the more popular devices that sell so much more? And that's their mid-range devices. They don't say, oh, we're going to remove it from those, because those do sell far more than the expensive.
Yeah, they get the headphone jack as well.
Yeah, they get the headphone jack as well. And they also get, of course, the micro SD card as well. And it makes no sense.
The more you pay, the less you get.
It's just so stupid. The mentality of that. This is why I said to myself, I'm going to buy this one. Because I want to support a company that says, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to give you the basics. The Xiaomi, for instance, well, it doesn't come with a micro SD or a headphone jack. It at least comes with a charger inside of the box. Unlike
in Europe.
In Europe, yeah. But in China, you can choose. So you can either say, I'm going to get it with it or without it. And it's not going to cost you anything extra.
Like, the only company I've seen recently, I'm just going to sound like a shill, because maybe I am, I don't know.
You're a shill.
The only company I've seen, like, you've paid more, you get more. Have you seen what Asus doing, right, with the ROG Phone 5, the pre-orders and the top-end model? You spend that money, you get that fancy box, you get that attachment, you get the phone, you get the charger, you get the case. But not just that, you get an extra box, a case. You open this case, you get a T-shirt, a cup, a going out bottle, a fucking keyring, and that's all included within the price of the phone. And that's like £1,300. Yes, that's a lot of money for a phone. But if you're going to charge £1,300 for a phone, shit, man, Asus are doing it right. Do you get all this stuff with it, like loads of stuff?
I don't know if you remember, Matt, but I made some content on the ROG. On the ROG phone and also the suitcase as well.
Yes.
Where I looked at all the accessories that came with it. That was quite cool because I went to their HQ in.
Yeah, but you know the day that I didn't get. Not as a chip, we went to the event.
That was when you came to the ROG phone
event?
Was
it. That was
when
it.
You didn't get the chips. Oh, yeah. I see. Was that? Oh, why the bloody hell did I bring that up then?
I think you kind of stepped into it on accident. I don't think you realized it until you're like, yeah.
This is it. This is where it all started.
Yeah.
Your story, Roger.
This is the origin story, guys. Chat, this is the origin story. And Roger brought it up without even realizing.
Hey, TK.
Sabaho TK, welcome to the show. He's
TK
late,
Bay.
but never... He might be late, but he's always here.
Always great.
Always great and always here.
Late, but always great. It's TK Bay.
Right.
We'll continue, Roger, with your event with the fish and chips. I mean, sorry, Asus.
Yeah. I just I honestly I've really enjoyed.
He doesn't get his fish and chips.
I've really enjoyed using the Duo.
The case. Well, no, Roger was talking about the Asus case.
Here's the thing,
though.
I don't
case.
I don't care about all that shit.
No, but the point.
I know I'm glad they offer it, but I'm not going to buy a phone for $13.
When you
I get a
pay
T-shirt
more, you get it.
Right.
No, but for people who like me who want that phone, I want the ROG Phone 5 Ultimate. I know it's expensive, but I'm looking at it thinking, well, I'm paying £1,300 for a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I don't even get a charger. I don't get a dongle. I don't get a case. I don't get a screen protector. I pay the same money for the ROG Phone 5 Ultimate. It's more me phone. You get more from your phone. Yes, not a better camera, but you get more from your phone. And you get more in the box standard, but then you get more on top of that as well. So it's like...
I think, though, Matt...
I'm looking at it thinking, I'm buying the ROG anyway, so I'm winning over you if you're buying the Samsung. Because I'm walking around in a T-shirt with a bottle, a new phone, a hat, everything.
I think you get like
the hat. That's what it was. It was the hat. You get the hat, the ROG hat.
What you continue? What you go first?
No, I was just going to say, I think you get obviously brand loyalty. You get people that don't want to use anything else, and they're happy to pay. Yeah, they're happy to pay whatever the price is to stick with that brand. So when the new handset comes out, they already know in their mind, I'm going to buy that anyway. But then you get people that want the best possible value for money. Then you've got people that want to buy the absolute best. They don't care what brand it is. They're going to buy it because it's the best. It's the most expensive one that you can buy. And yeah, like Jermaine. No, but this thing, you got a lot of different types of people out there. So the thing was,
and then you have Sam.
Well, no, but Sam's quite, Sam's got what he's got, and I quite like that. I quite like that duo. But the thing is, so the reason I'm telling you about the Asus story.
Who's got the cat?
Yeah,
that's my cat.
The cat's been meowing for about half an hour. Solid.
I know. I was the only problem about being in this room is I have my cat here, and she's really talkative. So I was hoping she'd shut up. So shut up. So shut up.
Anyway, Roger, carry on. Forget the cat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I reviewed the phone, and Asus invited me to London to this ROG phone event, and they also said you can ask a couple of other people to go with you if you like. One of those was Jermaine. He didn't get his fish and chips, and we bumped into Buckingham Palace somehow at the time.
Keep going. Just keep going.
Just keep rolling, man.
No comments. Let's go. Go, Roger. Go.
The phone was awesome. You know, it was a really very cool phone. It was something new at the time, and all the rest of it had RGB on the back, and everybody was like, "Wow, it looks cool." But the suitcase, right? So they said to me, "While you're here, why don't you shoot an unboxing of the suitcase?" And I was like, "Cool, this is really cool." So the problem was, people watched that video. Not that many. Well, I say not that many. I was just looking for it now. It's had 43,000 views. For my channel at the time, I had about 2,000 subscribers at the time. And I thought that video did really well.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good traffic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, okay, yeah, really, really cool. So I was quite happy with that. Now, the thing was, a lot of people asked me in the comment section on that video, where can I get the suitcase? And the answer was, you can't. So the problem was, I'd made a video about suitcase thinking that Asus would offer if you wanted to buy this case and everything that's in it, but no, you couldn't. And half the stuff that was in it wasn't available in the UK. So why on earth did I make a video to tell everybody in the UK when you can't actually get it?
Look at what you can get. Oh,
yeah.
Look what you could have.
Hey, wait a minute.
You could have gotten that really.
Wait, you did that with him. You said, "Here's what you could have got."
Yeah.
But no.
Here's what you could have won.
No, but that is right, because they do now. The accessories are available more now.
I'm sure.
And the box, and I'm sure you can buy the briefcase now.
Yeah, you probably can.
I'm sure you can buy the briefcase, but you are right. Back then, because I remember getting the ROG Phone 2, and they did the briefcase thing again, but you couldn't get the charging dock. You couldn't get the gaming controller in the UK. You couldn't get the stand. You couldn't get the second screen. You could get the aero cooler and the weird fancy case with the RGB on the back. That was it. You couldn't get any of the other accessories unless you imported them, which was a bit weird, because if you're going to release that phone in said country,
with all of
release the accessories, or do what LG did. LG did with the V50. The Korean version was the only one with the pins on the back for the dual screen case. Everywhere else got a plain one, no dual screen case. So Asus could have done that and just said, "Here's a phone for China. Here's a phone for Europe."
I honestly don't think the ROG phone is going to go anywhere. I know you don't want to hear that, Matt, but I really don't think it will. I think the ROG phone is always going to be a phone made for Asus fans, for gamers, for Asus.
No, I agree with you. They're not trying to capture any more of the market. These gaming phones have very specific fans.
They do, and I think that's why they had such an issue with the stock of all of those accessories, because there really weren't any available, and they probably still aren't that many available. I don't know how many units they sell. I don't know, but I wouldn't have thought.
I think the ROG Phone 2 is their best selling one so far.
Oh, fair enough.
The 3 was not a success. Well, they didn't release the 3 in a lot of countries, here included. We never got the 3 in the UK. So with the ROG Phone 5, they've gone back to all markets. The ROG Phone 2, I know, was the biggest one, but I don't know the numbers off the top of my head.
And
I am such a nerd. I am such an Asus ROG nerd that I even know that.
I mean, you're a fan, and that's.
They do sell. Their phone sales are in the millions, not the hundreds of thousands. I know that.
Well,
for the ROG, it's the ROG 2. Or specifically, I'm talking about the ROG 2.
The 3 didn't have headphone jack, so that didn't sell at all.
No, the 2 went into the 2 went into the millions. The 3 was in the low hundreds of thousands.
Hey, I want to be famous. I can buy followers. I can do that. I don't want to be famous.
Awesome.
Sweet. All right, cool.
Hey, we need mods.
Yeah, we do. That's okay.
Mod. I don't know. Let's mod Joe.
Yeah.
And Aditya.
So here's the thing. I'm glad that Asus offers that you can get merch and swag. You spend $1,300, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. For me, that wouldn't be. It's just not a deal for me. I don't think I would have buy a phone for me because I just don't want to rock all that kind of stuff. I know if you're a fan of that phone, you would want to, but I'm glad they offer it, and that's what I think at the end of the day, I think that's what companies really need to do is offer your consumers or your customers or people something to, give it something to everybody. They have like a stripped down model, right? You can get the ROG 5, right? You don't have to get the Ultimate, right? You can get the phone.
There's
and
5, the Pro, and the Ultimate, yeah.
And then if you really want to go Ultimate, you want to get all the swag and you want to get like a bucket, stuff. And
it's a different phone.
It's pretty cool. Like I said, for me as a customer, I wouldn't buy a gaming phone, 1. And 2, I would just get the regular ROG Pro.
See, the 5 Ultimate is actually a different phone. It's not the 5 and it's not the 5 Pro. It's a different phone.
Right.
Same battery, same internals, but it's physically a different phone. The back is different. It has extra touch panels on the back.
Right,
it's got
that's
a
a different
layout. It's got the same screen, same battery, same internals, the same 888 and all that stuff, but it's a different
and I understand. And like I said, and I kind of agree with Roger.
So it is.
When you have phones that are niche phones like that, they're not going to sell. They're just not.
No.
And they're just not going to sell anywhere.
The Asus ones are niche, but like you say, they've not just made an Ultimate and then made it a bigger storage model.
Yeah.
They've actually made a different phone.
Right.
It's same. I'm saying different phone, but you know what I mean. It's the same phone, but they've added the extra touch, triggers to the back, so like a bit like a SCUF controller, as well as the ones that are on the top.
Yeah.
And then they've created a different design with a pixel sort of RGB kind of thing. So for us, Asus fans, it's not just buying a bigger before it was bigger storage. That's the only difference. Now it's got that little bit more. If you're a nerd, you have got extra touch controllers and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but just
so it's nice.
But just in general, the unboxing experience of phones have gone down a lot. Because before the packaging was thought out, for instance.
Unbox phone. That's it.
This is the S21. You got the top, you got the phone, you got some papers.
You get a cable. Don't forget, you get what? You get one cable.
You get a
cable.
You get the cable.
HTC One. Right? Old phone.
Jesus Christ.
Well thought out box. Laid out really nice. So I
always loved HTC's boxes.
And then below it, you get your charger, you get your cables, nicely packed and nicely sorted.
Was it was that the one that was sort of like a polystyrene sort of material, not an actual box? I can't remember who did that.
No, you mean where they had like the groove effect in it or something? Yeah. No, this is not that one. This
I couldn't remember who did that one.
Yeah, I always like the HTC presentations. I love their
one, but.
What about that one though, Jermaine?
Who did that? That's mad. That's insane. Have you seen his video? I watched the video and I'm like,
that's nuts.
You don't? And then I did. I love the beginning of that video where you seen it and then you was like, and then you figured it out. Like, I'm not going to spoil the video, but then you figured it out. Yeah, it's good. It's dead good.
Now, that's pretty cool.
Basically, the handset is in a box. It's a box in a box, basically. But to get to the handset box, you have to figure out the code to get the padlock off the box. Now, the thing is, and the clues to it, it doesn't matter. The clues to it are on the box in these claws. There are numbers. There's a number there. There's a number on the back of the box. You have to find the numbers. You have to figure out the code. Now, the thing is, you could, as I said in the video, of course, you could just rip that off. If you really wanted
to... He didn't want to rip that off. He wanted to do it properly.
You've got to play the game. Fun. You've got to play the game. You know?
I really enjoyed the beginning of that video. The rest of it was terrible. No, I'm joking.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can just rip it off and get a pair of bowl cutters and just...
Well, no, because that's what I thought. I was watching it thinking, wait, what? Who makes you earn your phone? Like, I've already paid for it. Why am I earning it as well?
I think it's a lot of fun. That's kind of fun. I think it's cool.
Who was it who did you opened the box and there was a screen on it?
The what now?
Yeah, there was an unboxing. I think it was the tech reviewer kits. You lifted the box up and there was a screen that played a video.
Inside of the box. Oh,
inside the box.
Have I seen
the wing. The LG wing.
Had the LG wing that?
Yeah, the reviewer
I'm sure
box
it was ADT says the LG wing. I'm pretty sure. I know I saw it on TK's channel and Juan's channel. And you had a screen when you opened the box and it had speakers and Flossie Carter, I've seen it on his video as well because he was all hyped about it because it was something different. It had speakers, it played a video when you opened it. It was mad.
That's actually quite cool.
If it is the LG wing, I can't remember, but ADT says it's the LG wing. So
I wish I had an unboxing experience.
The only thing I can tell you about the Duo for my two things is one, I like having the 2 screens because it's nice workflow and I've gotten used to it. But the second thing is, and I don't know if I've never had this experience, but everywhere I go, I get people asking me about that thing. Every single place I go, if I pull this out at a shop or at a store or getting coffee or whatever at a restaurant, or just out in public, to the point where Becky hates when I have to pull this out to use it because she's like, because someone goes, what is that? Like people are like fascinated by it and everywhere. And I'm not talking just like, I'm talking like older people, younger people like at the grocery store. I mean, I have never in my life had a phone where I got asked every day I used it what it was. What is that? Like, and I get to talk about it. It's kind of fun. It's fun. It's a fun device. It's different and it's not perfect and I like it. And so that's it. So I get it. I mean, I realize that it's like a lot of money to spend. So at least ROG gives you a bunch of stuff. That's kind of cool. I mean, if you're into the t-shirts and the swag, it's not bad.
For me, it's more the experience.
The t-shirts.
The t-shirts. I said t-shirts.
You did.
You said t-shirts, but I know what you meant.
I'm surprised you heard anything I fucking said today anyway.
I'm just imagining t-shirts. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't. And here's the thing: I don't have to sell it to anybody.
Jermaine heard you as well, but I'm the only one that called you out on it.
What I do hate is people who bitch about the phone who've never put it in their fucking hand. That shit drives me crazy. It sucks. I don't think that thing's trash. Have you ever used it?
Not every phone. Like some phones you can say are trash because they are trash, even though you've never used one.
Really? I don't think so. I think that's disingenuous for people to say that about a phone.
Nope.
You can say you think it's trash. I agree with Sam here. I think you need to experience the phone.
You say you're going to buy what was that one that Juan had? The Q-Bolt where he did the challenge with TK. You're going to tell me you're not looking at that phone thinking it's trash before you've even used it.
No, but that depends on the person who buys it as well. That Q-Bolt was $50 or something like that? For some people, it's just their portal.
The back fell off, man. It was shit. It was a terrible phone.
I think that's okay.
Terrible phones.
I think that's two separate argument paths. So the argument path is people who are doing tech reviews or people who are doing commentary or doing anything about it as far as like, I'm gonna talk intelligently about a product that I've never touched because other people have told them it sucks or because they don't like to, for whatever reason. It's like the ROG phone. I'm never buying an ROG phone. I'm not a gamer on my phone. It's not in my lane. It's like an Apple thing. But for me to go, well, Apple fucking sucks just because I don't like using it, that's a lose argument to me. Use the phone. Now, if it doesn't work for your workflow because you don't want 2 screens and it's a pain in the ass and it's too big and the software is junky, that's perfectly fine. But I've got people making comments about the software being garbage who've never actually used it because they've watched a video where the software is garbage.
I know the software is garbage because you told me, and you have
garbage. When I first got this phone,
I know it's
really
garbage,
rough.
and I've never had my hands on it.
Right, I know, but like I said, my thing is this: I've had people like, do I like using it? Yeah. Is it perfect? No. Is it frustrated me? Yeah.
No phone is perfect to use, and if anyone tells you a phone is perfect to use, they're lying.
No, I'm not saying perfect. There's a lot of phones that are a lot more dialed in, so I get it.
Even Google, man. Google, they are like the Pixel just had an update. It's just fixed the issue of crashing, and I'm like, yeah, but like even Google's smooth Android, sometimes it could be trash. I was having so many issues with this Pixel after the last security update. So many bugs. It was crashing apps. Things wouldn't open. Games wouldn't load. It was like it was being throttled 24/7. It was insane. They fixed it now, but not every phone's perfect.
No, but I think Sam's original
unless it's the ROG phone, then
I think Sam points is a little bit different. Even if Sam tells you it's trash, or he thinks there's a certain thing that he really hates about the phone.
It wasn't just Sam; it was every single person who was using it at the beginning.
But still, at the end, that could be something that you
better
don't
now.
mind. But that could be something that you don't mind. For instance, I hate that the display on the Sony Xperia 5 Mark II is so dim when I'm taking shots. I can say the display when I'm doing low shots is
that surprised me when I saw that. By the way,
well,
I thought Sony was supposed to be improving that this year.
The display technology behind it is really solid. It's too dim when you're trying to take a shot.
Is too low.
Yeah, if you're taking a shot like you're trying to get a shot where you properly, of course, get the scale effect of it. So you're lowering the shot, you have the shot at an angle. It's really hard to see on the display if the sun is out because it doesn't get enough brightness. But the thing is, it's every single person has a different wish on their phone. Yes, there are some things, of course, that cross lines. But for instance, something that he finds trash is something that you might not even use. And therefore, the phone
like the second screen.
Yep. Just great.
I remember when Sam was getting so many, he couldn't open it and the one screen wouldn't come on and then the fucking thingy wouldn't work and then he couldn't get it to go at all.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That's shit.
That was a good time. Shit. That was a good week, that was, for me.
Yeah. But his point is, I think his point is that you should properly use a product before you say, oh, it's trash, instead of letting someone else tell you it is trash.
I'm saying that it is. I'm not saying that's not right, because that is right. But that's not on everything, because you will see certain things before you wouldn't want to lay your hands on certain things.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Because you'll know it's trash before you see it.
You need to find a balance in between. You cannot remove a product out of your mind by someone else's opinion.
I can if it's iPhone.
I know what we're going to do. We're going to send you a pen phone, Jermaine, and you're going to use it as your main handset.
I had a car phone, so...
Yeah, you did, actually, didn't you?
Hey, you're talking to the guy that created the S20 series, man. Come on, let's go.
No, S21, you mean?
S21, sorry. I forgot, yeah. It's the S21, and then Samsung released it, and you were like, the motherfuckers stole my design.
I mean... Realistically, right? Okay, there is of course
to be
a limited
fair,
time to it. There's a limited time to it. But with that being said, it's so different from your normal camera islands by integrating the frame itself. It's not something that falls under the Samsung style design at all.
Right.
It's not something Samsung has done or something another company has done even remotely close to it.
No.
I was drawing that thing for a month, thinking of things where I can think of something else, where I can think, okay, how do I make it where it's something else? So what I did, now this is a weird one, I was looking at a Volvo for inspiration, the interiors. What they have is there's a flow from the dashboard to, of course, the center console to the back. So that gave me an inspiration to try to do something with the flow itself. And that made me think, okay, what if I, for some reason, somehow make it that the frame is flown to the back itself, that then houses the camera housing, and then just makes it look very different. I thought of the product so long, and then Samsung was like, yeah, we normally don't design stuff like this at all. Nothing that even remotely looks close to it. Here you go. There you go. This is now the S21. I'm fucking. And Borcher actually worked on an intro for me. He edited it. I still have to put the video online. It's a really... I'm playing a little bit on that one as well. It's a really good video, actually. But it's the coincidence is high, to say at least.
Yeah.
By the
very,
but still, yeah.
That's the beauty of all this, right? So some people like folding phones, some people like gaming phones, and I'm glad that there are some. They're trying to push technology, rollables, and stuff like that. And I think that I'm glad that there are price points now in both iOS and Android. There are both form factors in both. Well, not iOS, obviously not, but maybe at some point. But I like the fact that there is some flexibility there, and
you should.
I just, like I said, I've really enjoyed using the hardware of the phone, and the two screens have come in handy, and I've found that my workflow is different, and it's like something I didn't know I could do, and I do still use it in other modes, where I just phone mode and that kind of thing. I don't know. It's just nice to have the flexibility, even if the software is still a lot rough. But I like to give Microsoft some credit here because they are trying to do something new in Android. So I'm just more disappointed that the Neo is not going to come out because 10X is kind of gone. So that's going to suck. I was kind of hoping to see a Surface Neo, another companion device. That would have been kind of cool. But yeah, who knows?
They gave up on the product.
Yeah, that's a shame. I'm looking at the Google 6. That Pixel 6 looks kind of cool. I think it looks sharp. The way that the back looks and that color at the top. I saw the renders. They kind of look neat. I kind of like it.
We always shit on iPhone because why wouldn't we? But I don't like their hardware is some of the best around.
Yeah,
nobody. I don't care if you're an Apple fan or not. Nobody can deny their hardware is some of the best around. The software is what swings people either way. But for most people, like you was saying, they're looking at all these Android phones, and then they're looking at the iPhones, and then they see the Mini, the SE, the 12, the Pro Max. That's a lot of phones, but it's very simple. It's very basic. They know which one they're getting, and they know what they're getting, the top chip in all of them anyway.
That's why they're doing so well. They're the only option for it.
You look and you buy, and people get them, and then people look at Android, and you've got the flips, the folds, the duos, the dual screen cases, the gaming phones, the boring phones, the Pixels, the Samsungs, and you're like, about this hate thing. You're looking at all this stuff. Yes, fine. We can't say something's trash before we try it. But I think most people look at Android like that because iPhone's so simple.
Yeah, but iPhone is the thing is with iPhone, it's
there's
just
too many choices on Android.
Seller. There's one seller.
I think that's the problem but Apple's grown so socially big, not because their software is the best, because it's not, but because it's social appearance. So social media has made iPhone as popular it is, not Apple themselves. Because all the kids now are using iPhones because their favorite actors have iPhones and their friends have iPhones that have got glitter on the back, and like it's that. If that was a Pixel would be the biggest thing.
Yeah,
it's all social media driven. Yeah, now not for adults. It's mainly for the new generation coming up.
The only thing I will say about Apple, what I think they make really well, is their watches. In terms of
their watches are the best.
Not necessarily the way that you use it. For instance, I don't care about having all the features on my phone. I don't care about reading the whole notification on my phone, on my watch. But it's the health applications that are really done well, and the competition sector that is in there as well. So, for instance, if you have other people, you have a competition on that watch itself. And people like me, I'm competition driven. So if someone has like, oh, that person has 10,000 steps more than me, I'm like, oh, yeah, you thought. So I'm going to try to compete with that person. Yeah, I think those kind of things are really beneficial from Apple. But if I look at their phones, not interested.
No,
not one bit.
But it's not the interesting though, is it? Like iPhones aren't interesting. The software is boring, but they use their advertising smartly.
Yeah.
And they use social advertising now because that's where the times are.
In a way where, for instance,
it's not a billboard. It's not an advert in between the TV shows breaks. It's social advertising now. And even putting a phone in a film is not advertising anymore because no one pays attention. It's all image. So you're paying a celebrity to use your phone, advertise it, show it off. Then their millions of followers who are the younger generation, I want that phone. And then their friends want that phone because they've got it.
But that's also down to the image of it.
Powerful domino effect, but they use their money smartly, which is where I think a lot of, like, we always say we're sad that LG's gone and things like that, but it's because they didn't, as much as we love LG, they didn't use their advertising money smartly.
No, but it's also down to, I think partially is also down to somewhat like reviews, like Roger and I, we didn't cover it. And that's not necessarily because I think Roger and I, we work on a very strict budget when it comes to reviewing products. And I think partially it's also like reviewers are mostly focusing on the more popular devices because that gets infused. And I think they should have covered more of LG and Sony.
They probably should have done. But the problem that we have, like me and you, Jermaine, we have two different types of problems. The problem I have is I simply don't have enough cash to keep buying these handsets.
Yes.
The problem that you have is slightly different because you've got a far larger subscriber base. But the problem for you is slightly different in that there is hardly any PR going on.
Yeah, there's not.
So you can't even talk to PR agencies, really, to get hold of the stuff that you want to. With me, there are lots of PR agencies here, but they're not really that interested because my channel, for them, is not big enough, which is a shame, And then I get comments like today on the Poco video, on the latest video. I'm just reading them, comment after comment after comment, that are saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe, it sucks. What a crappy video." No, but it probably does suck. It probably does suck, but I'm trying so hard to make something interesting for people to watch. I don't know. It's just a.
No, I fully agree with you.
It's the way that it is. It's the way that it is. All this stuff is very, very difficult. I started doing it because I like tech. I like creating videos. I like filming them. I like editing them. I like making the background look nice for people.
We like watching them, by the way. Just saying, we do like what we
big
do.
Fans.
Editing is horrible.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. I quite enjoy
This is why, Jermaine, he edits your videos.
Yes. Yes. No, not all. Sometimes.
No,
No.
Sometimes.
So,
For
Well, it's
instance,
good. It's good to see that Roger enjoys the process of all that, because a lot of people it's that you can tell that somebody who's really kind of involved in enjoying the creation and the process and the work that involved, even if it's tedious, even if it's difficult.
You wonder why we don't edit our shows?
Because I don't care. Because we have. It's because I don't care. It's the fun of what we do, and I could edit them. I mean, I have tried, but I just like to watch Roger work through the process and how he enjoys working through that process. It's enjoyable to watch how he enjoys that work. I mean, it's kind of
maybe
fun.
You should do like a showing off how you do your editing video.
Yeah, maybe.
I would be. No. I'm being serious. Like, I would be really interested in seeing that.
the problem is with what you were thinking, and rightfully so, is how would it do?
You got to edit it.
No, but I mean, not that.
Oh, how many?
Would you edit your editing video? That would be kind of weird.
Your editing video.
How would it do? So how would it do on YouTube?
No. I know what you're saying.
Probably not very well, because
the algorithm would squash it.
Yeah, because I did a video about how I make my concepts. I kept getting those questions. Made a video, 300 views.
Hey, that was a good video.
This is the sad thing, though. This is the sad thing. If I'm looking at my channel now, all right, I'm looking at the channel now, and I'm looking at recent videos. The Poco video was published 5 days ago.
I'm looking at that.
I've had nearly 6,000 views on that video. For me, that's good.
I unsubscribed. Sorry.
No, but for me, in 5 days, that's good. You know, then I spent a lot of time working on this projector, this little portable projector. In 3 weeks, that's had 400 views. That's because YouTube didn't tell anybody that I'd made that video. So when I published the video, YouTube's like, nah, we're not telling anybody that subscribed to you about that video. Sorry. Why?
What?
Because their main interests are not.
I missed that video.
Yeah, most
I didn't see that video.
No,
I didn't even see that video.
This is the problem. YouTube does not tell people when you publish video. That is why a lot of creators are only creating content that they know will get the clicks.
Well, that's the YouTube notification system's broken as hell anyway, because I have the bell on for you, the bell on for you, the bell on for TK1. YouTube don't tell me nothing when any of you guys have posted a new video.
Want the worst one?
Fucking stupid.
So I did the LG TV, right? Mm-hmm. I have 125.5k subscribers. The LG OLED TV that I did spend quite a bit of time on trying to get it right. 348 views.
348 views, and you've got 125,000 subscribers, and it's been watched by 300 people. And how long has it been on YouTube?
3 days.
So in 3 days, only 300 people out of 125,000 have been told.
Which is weird, because TVs are quite a popular search on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
So you would have thought a video like that would have caught the algorithm and it would have been pushed up. But this is where the algorithm's fucking stupid, because it squashes the wrong channels and the wrong people, and it constantly pushes up the ones that have got scripts. And
that's the problem.
I think that's the reason why Roger doesn't do the whole editing of it, because it's just not going to get. It's not going to get
clicks.
Yeah,
I know, and it's a shame because he would enjoy making that. We would enjoy watching that, but you have to play the algorithm game. Yeah, I know.
Roger and I did that exchange of the phone. Right, where I enjoyed the hell out of making it. I enjoyed editing it. It was just. I
don't know why I put 6 in the chat. By the way, my keyboard's on my lap.
Oh, I've
commented 6 in the chat. I don't know why.
It was good fun. I sent Roger a pen phone, and we just said we cannot know what we're getting in. You need to record it the moment that you open it, so it's a genuine reaction about it, and it was real fun. But it was so bad. And we wanted to do more, but we saw oh boy.
we wanted to do a series called Crazy Tech or Insane Tech or something like that. And so we basically bought each other a phone, but we didn't tell it. But it had to be insane. It had to be crazy. So the phone that Jermaine sent me was a pen. It was the size and shape of a pen. It had a little screen on it, and you had to put your SIM card in it. And I had to use it for a week. That was my phone for a week. And Jermaine, I sent him it looked like a toy car. That was his phone, and he had to use it for a week. So in this video, we unboxed what we'd been sent. And I'm in this video, I'm literally like, oh, come on. How can I put my SIM card? How can I use this for a week? But I had to use it for a week. So that was a lot of fun. It was good fun to edit. It was good fun to do. It was exciting. It was just something completely different. But of course, nobody cared. YouTube didn't care. That's the problem. That's the point. YouTube didn't tell anyone. So why am I going to continually make fun, exciting videos that nobody is going to see? It's a shame.
I know. It is.
But then channels like me, what happens now at this point is they say, you know what, then I'm not getting anywhere, and they give up. They stop making content. Sadly for YouTube, unfortunately for YouTube, I am not prepared to give up. So YouTube will have to.
Sadly for YouTube.
You know, yeah, exactly.
We have your
happily for us. You're going to continue to stay in the game and make content. And this is an interesting question.
We only have your backs if you buy this man some fish and chips.
No, but
if you don't, you're on your own.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a question that Joe's asking about. Like, have you guys noticed any metrics that now that lockdowns are starting to end and people are starting to go back to work and kind of are those numbers affected, like shrinking as far as views? Do you think it's because of that or any other reasons? I'm curious what you guys have run into with your channels.
Personally, no. The amount of people viewing and the length of time they're watching for. The only thing that has possibly changed very slightly is YouTube tells you when your audience are mostly online watching your stuff. So that helps you when you publish a new video. It says the best time to publish it is now at 6 o'clock in the afternoon because, that may
or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then it will tell you. And
then because where you live doesn't always generate where your fans are from. So you might have to post. You might have to set it to post at 3 a.m. because your viewership is in America.
Because in fact, my channel, I would say I think it's about something like 65 or 70%.
I remember you telling me this the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, like a big percentage of people that watch my stuff, they're in the US. Then I've got obviously some people in the UK. I've got some people in all other. Yeah. Hi, Matt. Thanks for watching. Thank you.
It's all right, man. UK represent.
Yeah, 0.03% are from the UK. That's basically Matt and
that's me and Joe.
That's it.
Right. I think Simon might watch a bit. There you go.
It's me and Joe. No, Simon don't like Roger.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting question. I don't know. The whole thing just sounds, it's just a shame because you have really enjoyable, fun content that you want to do, and it's just not going to get the same level of traction. If YouTube would just put all it out there and made it not searchable and make that, forward thing, I'm curious to see. I think a lot of people I'd love to watch a video like that where you guys are taking like goofy tech and like trying to hello.
Like making it.
It's like,
oh yeah,
oh my God. It's almost like a comedy. It's almost be like a comedy routine. It's like
TK did that. You remember when they were doing the Mission Impossible music and they snuck up in the car and then TK came from behind the fucking park bench and ran over. Oh man, that was so funny.
Yeah, I mean,
that would almost died at that.
Would almost be like a comedy. It would almost be like quasi tech, but almost quasi comedy of you just trying to use this and like going, oh God, I can't use this goddamn thing, right? It's like, oh God. Those are the kind of things that I think sometimes it's like why you want to watch some movies are just enjoyable to watch just because you don't have to put a lot of thought into it. It's just enjoyable and fun and light and kind of just something you can just sit back and watch. And it's just a shame that you don't get the same amount of traction with those. That's kind of disappointing for a creator.
Yeah, honestly.
And it affects the next one.
Yeah. If a video does badly, it supposedly does affect the next video that you post. It's not going to do that well. So as you've always got in your mind.
That explains why we're not doing very well.
Well, have you seen our content? Have you listened to our show?
Yeah.
Okay, I can
just tell this show is good, no?
I don't necessarily think it's because we're not out there or are we being suppressed by some like shadow banning algorithm thing. I think it's just we generally just have a very niche kind of thing, and we just
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Sam? I think it's because not people can't find it. I know I was talking to you, and we haven't had that chat. And we need to have that chat.
Yeah, I realize you're busy, so we can get to that offline. But I know
we need to do that. Yeah, but I think if you title each video that you upload that you publish once it's finish, you work on thumbnails, you work on all that stuff. I think more people will be able to find it. Do you? I mean, like, do you use tags just out of interest in YouTube? No, okay. So there's a lot of stuff that you can.
I don't touch YouTube at all. I literally just upload the video and just let it organic. I don't touch it. It just stays where it is. So what?
I have to combat Roger on that tag one. Remember, you uploaded the video and it did really well without any tags. You forgot the tags.
I did. That's true. One day I uploaded a video and I was like, wow, this video's doing amazing. And then I realized, I was like, hold on a minute.
I got nothing.
There's no description. There's no nothing.
It's just a video in the ether. It's like, what is this? I don't know. That's probably why they clicked. They're like, what the hell is this? I gotta click on just to find out what the hell is happening here.
Crazy.
Maybe that's the Jedi mind trick Roger figured out. It's like, I'll just post this video with nothing. And then people have to click on it and figure out what the hell this is. And then I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm here. Might as well stay for a while.
Yeah. You just have to do this.
Oh,
yeah. But on the other hand, Sam, it might be the case that you enjoy having a smaller audience and your intentions are not to try and grow the channel large. And if that is the case, do you know something? That's even nicer, because my intentions with Life of Tech, I never wanted to be a tech YouTuber. I never wanted to grow into a big channel. That was never my thought process. I just wanted to make content because I like filming, I like editing. I wanted to make stuff that I thought was cool.
Yeah.
But it's going on, and I'm spending hours and hours and hours editing and working and filming and all of that. And I thought, well, either I keep doing it or I don't. And you know what? Yeah, okay, why not? Let's keep it growing now. So let's do it. Let's keep doing it.
It'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it. We'll touch base about that. We'll see, because it's not that I'm not trying to. I guess I just don't have enough guideposts to kind of. We can do it. Let's do it. Let's be the next. Let's be the Matt. Matt's going to be the forward-facing part of the Sam and Matt across the podcast. Maybe that's it. Let Matt.
You just have to stop doing this, then, though.
Okay. I don't do. I do that.
He keeps doing that.
I don't know. You can do that. That would work. That's okay.
It's basically telling the audience to fuck off.
Right. Well, maybe we're the reverse. Maybe if we tell them to fuck off, they'll maybe clearly fuck on and they'll listen to our show.
Hey, Joe, fuck you.
Yeah, there you go. So that's a thing. Just randomly yell at our viewers. Okay, well, I don't know if that's going to really be a long-term positive strategy. But hey, you know what? I mean, I think it maybe has some upside. We'll give it a shot. What the hell? I mean, why not? No, I'm just kidding. Well, we are at 1 hour 51 minutes of this extravaganza.
I know, my arse can feel it.
Okay, well, there you go. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
You're not touching my ass. This chair is very comfortable. No. This chair is very comfortable for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. After a bit, because it's not a sofa, so I've not really moved.
You know what?
It's not very comfortable.
I'm sitting on this. I've been sitting on this the whole time. That's the chair. Yeah. It's numb. Straight. It's numb on one side.
My arse is sinking into the chair, and my knees. I'm 6'5". It's not like I can fucking move.
Look at Jermaine.
What are you? How tall are you?
6'5".
No.
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? No.
Metric system.
Oh, metric system. I was like,
fuck you. It is
no metric
6'5".
You're not 6'5". You're a metric system amount of height.
Metric
system is superior.
How much is what is that?
6 feet tall, 5 inches.
It's like 80 cent. How many centimeters? I don't know.
I don't know because I live in England.
Yeah,
which is just the worst that you're not using the metric system.
Which is why we say
calling
feet.
I just wasn't sure, Jermaine, where you were going with that. It's like 6'5". No, you're not. Okay, well, I kind of am. That's a thing.
Size 12.
I'm 2 feet. I have 2.
You're 2 feet.
I've got size 12 feet. I have 6 foot.
I'm not sure why my Jermaine's got a shoe and it's okay.
This is
just getting weird.
Yeah, but
I don't know what's happening here.
In defense of Matt, if you walked into a shop, right, and they said, "Well, how tall are you?" and you said, "Oh, yes, I'm 3 meters and so many centimeters," they'd fall over and have a heart attack because in the UK they wouldn't understand that, you know.
No.
So it is definitely.
You're 2 meters long.
So
then they need to put that.
If you're laying on the bed, maybe you're
Only if you're laying down.
Google it into your own metric system and tell me how tall I am where you live.
198 centimeters.
Okay. That's tall.
Freaking tall.
I know.
Well, here's the funny thing.
6 foot 5.
I know why he's bitching.
Wait. I'm 16 stone.
That's weight.
What the fuck is 16?
That's weight. His weight is 16 stone.
So in kg, I don't know how much that is.
I don't think they do that anywhere on Earth. No.
Jermaine,
What's that in kg? What's 16 stone in kg?
How many? He says, like, how many bags of stone?
How many stone?
You have a PC right in front of you. Use it.
Well, the funny thing is,
101 kilograms.
6 foot 5. Okay, so I'm 198 centimeters and 101 kilograms.
Correct. In the proper system.
In your language.
No,
not mine.
Europe language.
Here's the funny thing.
World language.
It just dawned on me. The reason why Jermaine said he couldn't conceptualize 6'5". He didn't know that was really tall. He had to hear the 198 and goes, "Oh, that's fucking tall." Because I'm like 170 centimeters or whatever. That's tall, right? It's funny how you could see it was like he was trying to equate 6'5". He's like, I don't really know how 6'5".
I know it's tall.
It's kind of tall.
He
doesn't know.
I think I'm like 5'9" or something like that. I don't know.
But as soon as you say 190 centimeters,
how tall are you in centimeters?
Like, oh, that's fucking tall.
I'm 176.
176. So you're about 5'9". Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm about 176 centimeters.
You're about 5'9". Yeah.
We used to
9. I didn't know they stacked shit that high. Just that's what we call it. Never mind. That's where I got
power.
So if you weigh yourself, you need to grab 16 stones and then say, "Oh yeah, that's how much I weigh."
Yeah.
No.
What if they're different sizes? And what if the shoes are different sizes?
Oh my god.
Okay. I have a question, sir. How different are your shoe sizes as far as like are we talking about like the height of the sole? So if like you wear 2 extra centimeters, if you have like, or you're talking about this way, right? Well, the UK's got. I think I wear a size 11, so I guess in the UK it'd be a 12. I think it's one.
Yes,
one
I think
higher.
it's
I think it's one
2.
higher. It's one higher. Yeah. But I think
I'm a size 12. I'm a size 12. So
right. So I don't know.
So if you had the metric system, the size would be the same in both countries. Oh.
Right.
Because it's a superior system.
We don't. So guess what? It does. Fucking
I can tell you this much. I thought
right,
the UK
Jermaine,
was really
you
big
ain't
on
getting
the
fish and
chips. I didn't know they weren't really rocking the whole metric thing. I thought they were way more metric until I started meeting Matt. I'm like,
Roger,
wait, we have miles. And
I can understand why you didn't buy fish and chips. Nah, I'm just saying.
They're driving on the wrong side of the road as well. I mean.
No, we drive on the correct side.
What Jermaine is trying to say is that we should all use a standard equation or a standard system of measurement, and I would agree. I would really wish the United States we would use kilograms and meters.
I mean,
I do.
NASA, for instance, uses the metric system for calculations.
Well, if I say to you, I was going 120 mile an hour on the road in my car.
I know that it's bloody fast. I just don't know how
that's very
fast
fast.
It is. It's like 200 kilometers or something like that. No,
it's I think it's actually like right at 200 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's fast.
Matt, what were you doing? What were you doing 120 mile an hour for?
I was just using it as I'm just making sure we all know what miles per hour are. Okay?
I've heard of these things called cars. I've seen people drive them. He doesn't drive any of that shit.
Because I see people getting confused about feet and inches and, stone.
I just thought it was funny because I thought the UK was a lot more into the metric system totally than it is.
And pounds, which are our money, not our weight. Well, actually it's both. It's our money and our weight. So sure.
Yeah. So I was just like
differently.
There's a little bit of
a bit like it's spelled differently. Pounds for weight and pounds for money. It's spelled differently. A bit like
the L.
The UK is. I hate our. You say to me, it's like if I said to Roger, I want some muffins. Roger would have to ask me whether I want like muffins, like the cake muffins, or do I want breakfast muffins like what Kingsmill and fucking Warburton's make? Because muffins are bread, but muffins are cake.
Dude, don't even go down. We have to have a whole nother show for this food thing in the UK. It's a train wreck, man.
You know what I mean, Roger, don't you?
It's a lot.
I do. I was just sitting here thinking, yeah.
There's a lot to unpack. We need another show just to talk about.
You can have a pack of blueberry muffins, and they're lovely. And then you can also buy Warburton's muffins or Kingsmill or Hovis muffins.
It's quite true. Yeah.
But one's a cake in a cake case, and it's a cake, and one is a bread that you cut in half and put butter on. So, but they're both called muffins, and they're both spelt the same.
On our next episode, we will talk about English slang, differences in food descriptions, and the similarities in such descriptions.
You said last week not last week, the week before, where you can go 10 miles down the road and an item of food is called something different. So it's different all over the country. Try having an item of food that's two different things named the same thing all over the country, and then having to follow up with an explanation on which one you mean.
Right. There's a lot to unpack there. And we're at 2 hours.
No, it's one of them things, man. It's just one of them. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
soda pop. Soda is pop. Pop is pop. Soda is not. No. Pop is pop. Juice is juice. Water is water. Okay.
There are some differences.
Go away, Josh.
Anyway. So, Roger and Jermaine, thank you guys for taking 2 hours of your life that you'll never get back to come on the show and listen to our bullshit. And we really appreciate you taking time, especially I know, Jermaine, it's late. And
Pop is like a drink. Go away.
No, pop is music.
Pop is a drink. If I want to, I'll have a glass of pop. Do you know what I mean?
I do, but I'm very
fizzy
sorry.
Pop.
Now, I'm sorry to tell you that I don't call it pop.
It's fizzy pop.
I know, but I just call it fizzy drink.
It's fizzy pop.
Okay. Well, when we have you guys on the next time, we're gonna dive down this road and we'll unpack all this shit.
We're gonna dive down this rabbit hole.
And we probably won't survive, but hell, it'll be fun if you're gonna like have your brain melt out of the side of your ears. This might actually work out pretty good. We'll talk about it because I'm sure in the Netherlands it's pretty straightforward.
No. Yeah, no.
Jermaine's like, I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. It's just, we got the metric system and a fucking pancake is a pancake. I don't know what the fuck these people.
Don't get me wrong. We hate it too, but we're adjusted to the situation because we grew up with it.
Well, maybe not adjusted. Maybe we just kind of go with it because we don't have a clue what the hell's happening. It's just too much to figure out. Anyway,
a pancake is just a pancake, by the way. Pancake. That's fine.
So Roger, Jermaine, if nobody, thank you for coming on, and like I said, appreciate the time. And also, if you're not following, I'm sure everybody is. Make sure you check out their videos, even the ones that aren't in the algorithm.
That's 5'9",
176 centimeters.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that from now on. That's cool.
I'm just gonna say he's 5'9".
Anyway, thank you, Roger and Jermaine, for coming on and enjoying.
Thank you for having us.
Enjoy the time as always. And we will have you on again.
It's been a disaster.
This has been awesome. It's pretty much the show as it is. That's okay.
Why is Josh saying pancakes and flapjacks? That's not the same thing. Go away.
We are going to log out here for the rest of the day. Thank you guys for coming on. That's Across the Pondcast, the best podcast you never heard of. See you next time. That's next Sunday, 3:00 Central, 9:00 BST.
We're going to talk language.
We're going to talk language. We'll talk stuff. We'll talk something.
How we all speak English, but none of us understand what the fuck we're talking about.
Just show up anyway. Who gives a shit what we talk about? Just be here anyway, and we'll figure it out for the rest of the time. We love you guys. See you next Sunday. Bye, everybody.
What? Next Sunday, TK Bay.
TKR Bay.
Don't forget.
TK.
I don't know about after this. He might be like fucking.
It's a birthday. It's my birthday stream next Sunday, so we're going to have some fun.
I'm not showing up.
I'm going to be really drunk, and, there's going to be a whole thing, so cool.
Bye, everybody.
I'm not really going to drink.